Oh, there's no voice. Yeah. I mean, I read it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Don Quixote loudly and obnoxiously flaps through the newspaper in her hands while prepping a few insightful chuckles. Unfortunately, I now know exactly what this means, and... Oh! But she will continue to try to draw my attention until I acknowledge her at the most appropriate moment. Okay, Don Quixote, fine. What is it? Oh, they can't voice it, but they can make clock sounds? Hello? That's his voice. Ooh-ah! Manager Esquire, dost thou know the city upstart companies, such as one Limbus company, must always pay close heed to the ever-changing world around us. Hie thee hither, read thy newspaper, Manager Esquire, and do keep thyself up to date on the events of the city, as Marisol and I, Don Quixote, do err every morrow. But just go along with it, why don't you? I'm pretty sure she's talking about Marisol in one of his morning routines, you know, the one with the newspapers? Ah, the newspaper routines, where he wakes up before the crack of dawn, parks himself in a chair, folds one leg with the other at exactly 90-degree figure 4 leg lock position, and peruse the morning newspaper? That. I guess it left an impression on her. Betcha she'll be back to her usual self in a week or so. Hearken unto me, art thou paying attention? Yeah, totally. So, what's new? What, did an article mention us or something? Oh, how did thou know? Wait, really? Forsooth, feast thy eyes on page 3, though 'tis quite regrettable that we were robbed of the chance to be on the front page. Huh? Page 3? We're really starting to put our names out there, huh? Wait, what? Okay. Don Quixote and Rodeo, the two sinners guaranteed to draw the full attention of wherever space they inhabit, were speaking. It was only a matter of time before the other sinners began crowding around us, curious about the commotion. Ahem. A dramatic conclusion to the mysterious disappearances at T-Corp. Shocking, the perpetrators of this mysterious case have been revealed to be none other than the prestigious Edgar family, appalling the general public. Yeah, there's the remember bat. Well, I don't think we need to hear that part. What else does it say? With small assistance from some wandering bystanders who happen to be lost in the area, and with the most admirable heroics of the T-Corp Class 3 collection staff on the scene. Wandering bystanders, is it? Perchance that particular denomination refers to us. Bystanders? They're treating us like we're barely there. They didn't even mention our company name. Aw, come on, those time collectors weren't even there. This is within the expected range of behavior for the news media. Well, there may be those who seek to interview us after reading this very article, mayhaps? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll have a grand old time looking for wandering bystanders for an interview. Very descriptive. I doubt anyone will pay us much attention, Don Quixote. Better not set yourself up for disappointment, and... We were standing there for a good moment in a big group chattering about the article when someone slowly but smoothly walked between us. Excuse me, are you the Limbus Company employees by any chance? You fellas are... I'm pretty sure you're already aware of the reason for our visit. Oh yeah, this is how like the cops look here, right? Oh, welcome thee here. Long and hard have I awaited thy arrival. Now, from whence shall we begin? Oh, is she actually here to interview us? No way. Okay, wasn't just losing her mind at nothing? I was not told that any interview would be taking place. My, where'd Virg go at a time like this? Now where'd I put that leftover hair gel from Heath's makeover? Ahem. Thou may commence. Alright then. Verily, I shan't rightly take all the credit for what we've accomplished here. Will you be taking your tax payment in installments? Huh? Okay, we're clearly not on the same page here. We're tax collectors in T-Corp's time collections agency, currently on a mission to collect your overdue time tax. What if we just leave? What? Those ilks are never bringers of good tidings indeed. Wait, time tax? No, that doesn't make any sense. We already paid our time tax in full and went through T-Corp Nest immigration process. Virgilius said a few days ago aboard Mephistopheles. Are you sure we don't need to pick up a timepiece for each of us to carry? Probably know this already, but in T-Corp, everyone must carry a timepiece, yes. I know the rules. But for every rule, there's always room for an alternative that offers a bit more flexibility. Of course, I don't suppose it's listed anywhere on that pamphlet. Outsiders seeking a short-term stay at T-Corp can pay the appropriate time tax for the length of their stay to be exempt from the relevant obligations, instead of going out of their way to abide by T-Corp's rules. As you may have expected, anyone born outside District 20 must go through numerous hoops before they can be issued a timepiece. So we elected to pay 30 days worth of time tax on the spot before entering T-Corp's borders. Impressive, it can't have been cheap. Ah, yet I wish to wear a watch as well, like Lady Otis does. Haven't I already made it clear this is not a fashion item? Where's a watch? I don't know what that would have to do with the Odyssey. As I have said so in the past, the company has no budgetary concerns. It is a given that they would be taking care of such expenses. How rich is Limbus Company? Or the company hiring them? We're finally starting to operate like a real professional company now, huh? Yeah, there must have been a minor miscalculation or something. Maybe we fell slightly short of the amount we had to pay? Hasn't even been 30 days since we arrived here, though. Well, I'm pretty sure we can pawn away their stuff to fix what probably amounts to a rounding error. Easy peasy. Heathcliff muttered, gesturing towards Sinclair and Hong Lu with his chin. If it'll help pay for the time tax, then sure. Oh, maybe. I didn't pack much when I left, though. Oh, let's hear the damage. How much time tax do we owe ya? Currently you are 10,040,000,000 on behind in tax payment. Wait, time tax payments. I mean, even if this is like, you know, currency from Asia and you remove 3 zeros, that's still 10 million. What? Did my hearing just get worse or something? I heard a 10, a 40, and the rest just kind of flew right over my head. For that much money, oh, we might have to make a brief stop at my place first. So stupid. He's like, oh no, oh, we'll have to get my second wallet. You know, like, that's so stupid, bro. What other options do we have if we don't, I mean, if we can't pay the tax? Can't pay the tax is not an option. Your only option is the following: make your payment with time or money, with interest, of course. What the hell does making payments with time even mean? Now that I think about it, I remember someone talking about paying with time before. I never really cared to find out exactly what they meant, though. Yi-sang, Heathcliff, know anything about this? I have not once failed to make my payments during my residency at this nest. Thus I know not what transpires on an occasion in which one fails to pay the time tax. I've never been involved in messy businesses like taxes at the manor either, and in my backstreets days, bossed out with the complicated shite like that for the rest of us. I did see a few poor sods getting dragged away because they failed to cough it up, though. Well then. With their not-so-helpful answers, my mind immediately began to wander towards Faust, who I hoped would know something more about this than the two of them, and that's when Otis suddenly and defiantly stood between us and the collectors. This is completely unreasonable. What kind of shoddy calculation leads to a nonsensical figure? Tax calculations in T-Corp are always exceptionally reasonable. The clock's ticking. Would I be correct to assume that you lack both the capability and will to make your fair payments? Wait, we don't have to escalate this? Can we get a timeout? Your choice of words may be quite unwise. Try and whine all you want about not wanting to escalate things and you've got 10 billion on in your pockets. I won't recognize your opinion as anyone of worth otherwise. No, then shut up and stay out of our way while we deal with this obstacle that dares to stand in our path. How exciting. A 10 billion on death. 10 billion and 40 million on, to be exact. Guess we gotta kill him. A fight. Oh yeah, guys. Finally get to use my burn team. Technically, it's probably best to have her be the fastest. She actually scales with speed. Don Quixote. Yeah, do you take installments in Ryoshu shards? Oh shit. These guys. I like the music too, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Totally changed. This is a cool song. I don't use support units. Yeah, this is a real Doro dancey kind of song. Whoa. Come on, Ishmael. Nice. In Mirror Dungeon, that like did 8,000 damage. I mean, he's over leveled, but still. It's a pretty cool song. It's very different, you know? Really, neutral attacks, huh? Not that neutral. We win that one. Oh, get him, Gregor. Oh, fuck him up, Gregor. Nice. Paralyzed. This guy is about to get fire-fisted, bro. Well, actually, we didn't. That wasn't his ult, but... Okay, what? This guy's gonzo. That did 124? Okay, Rodeo just got bodied. She just got punched. Dude, Don Quixote kind of holding it down, though. Did she really just do 3 damage? I like how I'm doing blunt damage the moment I don't need blunt damage anymore. I used to want blunt damage. And now it's like... it doesn't even matter. A T-Corp staff in a different uniform. A T-Corp staff in a different uniform approached the sinners at both sides, one in the defensive. Is this one their ringleader? He may be of a higher rank, but he is an employee of T-Corp all the same, which is to say our insistence on meeting their demands with hostility may lead to a direct confrontation against the full force of T-Corp. We can take them. Lay down your weapons, now. Should you refuse to cooperate, all of you present may be considered hostile individuals by T-Corp who will be forced to use... I like that, how thrilling. Ah, this is bad. It seems like a great time for Virgilius with intimidating glowing eyes to appear. Man, weren't things much better between us and the guide bud only a few days ago? Feels like it's been forever since then. Come on, don't glare at us like that. We had our reasons, Kay. They showed up out of nowhere and tried to extort a whole 10 billion on. 10 billion 40 million on, to be exact. You really like saying that, don't you? Jeez. Yeah, the point is, there's no way we owe them that much money. We're kind, law-abiding citizens who are brimming with a sense of justice. Hear, hear. Virgilius listened quietly for a moment as the sinners chattered on like they were part of a comedy skit. Yes, I agree that 10 billion on in taxes does seem unreasonable. However, it is a mystery to me how no one has stopped to think for a second about the troubles you might spark by starting a meaningless scuffle like this, in the middle of the street, no less. Virgilius let out a deep sigh before turning towards the T-Corp employee. We find it regrettable that the incident has led to bloodshed. However, 10 billion on in time tax is unacceptable. I'm sure you know full well that 10 billion on worth of tax isn't the kind of money that we can simply fork over in the middle of the street. I believe that it would have been more appropriate had you provided us some context as to how this number came to be, instead of immediately marching up to us and demanding that we pay the time tax. I admit that such absurd amount of time tax levied upon your group is almost unprecedented. We've been summoned to an emergency meeting in a relevant office to address the severity of the incident. I see your point. Why don't we move this conversation to the collections office in the relevant jurisdiction area now to discuss possible solutions. So the best side story is about taxes. The best side story in this game is the IRS takes you in. Interesting. Hey, they gave an XP ticket. Interesting. Dawn. The truth behind the absurd amount of time tax levied upon us was much simpler than I expected. About a week ago, a large-scale unauthorized temporal leakage phenomenon was observed at the Wuthering Heights Manor, which shot you up several stages in the progressive time used tax bracket due to an immense amount of time leak. Temporal leakage phenomenon refers to the deceleration and flow of time within a certain physical field. In your case, it wasn't even a static deceleration field. It moved all over the manor for a good while too. We measured about 4 hours worth of time in the process. Wait, what the bloody hell is she blathering about? Does that mean we've been here for like a long ass time? The deceleration in the flow of time within a certain... She must be referring to the moment with which Dante granted us celerity as we were in pursuit of that man at the manor. We didn't get that much speed though. Impossible. The manager's ability was activated for less than 30 minutes. It was most likely a 4-hour measurement as a calculation error. No. Considering the odd sensation we'd experienced as we departed the manor, it is most likely probable that no errors occurred in the calculations. Do you recall, Dante, as we left behind the manor a few days ago? Mersalt, is there aught wrong with the daily routine? We just returned to Mephistopheles after the incident at the Wuthering Heights Manor. Most sinners were keeping to themselves, given the clear look of sorrow on Heathcliff. However, Don Quixote's ever-cheerful voice, like always, constantly shouted through the silence. Well, wait, what do the other sinners think? They don't even know what happened, right? Only me and Heathcliff know what happened, right? Like, what do they think about Heathcliff right now? Are they just like, what is he sad about? Like, I wonder. They don't even, they kind of know. Yeah, they like sort of know. They know that something happened, but not exactly like... They don't remember the girl? Well, that's the whole point. The whole point is the girl, though. If they don't remember that, then they don't really remember anything. I've identified an anomaly. We should have been issued the morning newspaper, not the evening newspaper. This is inconsistent with the amount of time we spent at the manor. Perchance 'twas an innocent mistake. As long as I've been a passenger of this bus, morning papers have always been delivered during designated morning hours, and evening papers have always been delivered during designated evening hours. The possibility they have made a mistake cannot be completely ruled out, however the likelihood of that is minuscule. Oh, now that I'm looking at it, that's a sunset, not a sunrise. I couldn't tell because of the lack of color. This cannot be. This must be the early hours of the morrow, is it not? I may have an idea as to how this inconsistency came to be. Right, the TT4 protocol. What's that? Temporal velocity synchronization device, or something like that. I've seen an advert for it once, a luxury solution to all your time synchronization needs. Enjoy equally leisurely hours together, or some shite like that. Oh, oh-ho? 'Tis quite unlike thee, Sir Heathcliff, to use so many complicated words in a sentence. Pray, shall someone explain it in plainer language? It is an apparatus for equalizing the velocity of time for all those affected individuals under the TT4 protocol influence. Forsooth, I thought it quite odd how someone so affluent in time was moving and speaking at the same speed as the rest of us. Then with this information, it can be concluded the time we've experienced within the manor was flowing at a faster rate than the world outside. That is a coherent explanation as to why the evening newspaper instead of the morning newspaper was issued. Good. Now that your curiosity is sated, I don't suppose anyone has any issues with tackling a new job. The LCA has sent us a new request to track down a distortion. As for more detailed information, so activating my ability within the TT4 protocol caused... yes, indeed. It was akin to tampering with an already accelerated flow of time. From an outsider's point of view, it would have appeared as though more time than what we actually spent was leaked. This bloke knows what he's talking about. Also, you didn't just manipulate time on a personal scale. Like I said earlier, you affected the flow of time within a physical space. Let me remind you, it wasn't even a static field. It moved all over that manor. Honestly, this situation is completely unprecedented. Wait. Are we being fined like $1 bajillion though? What? Right, they used to activate only on special occasions, like when we had plenty of guests over for a visit because it was so bloody pricey. So, the time tax to inflated tax bracket multiplied by the surtax per volume of the physical space covered by the temporal manipulation. Yeah, no wonder it all adds up to this insane number. It ain't like we knew something like this was gonna happen. Well, anyway, you have 2 payment options to settle this time tax debt. Oi, options? What options? It ain't like bags of 10 billion on grow from a tree, isn't it? Option 1, cash payment. Option 2, time payment. Yeah, about that. What's that supposed to mean anyway? Pain with time? It means, oh. The employer is about to answer a question with painfully observable annoyance, suddenly jolted to the sound of alarm. Understood. Just got a call. They're ready to hold the emergency meeting regarding the incident. Limbus company may send 2 individuals to the meeting to represent your company. We're gonna send Don Quixote and Heathcliff. We'll send our 2 most reasonable members to that. Actually, we should just send Hong Lu. He can pay it. No need to tick-tock and fuss, Dante. Dealing with complicated matters like this meeting is one of my responsibilities. I will be joining them to discuss the possible solutions to this incident, so please keep the sinners under control. Except you, Miss Faust. You're with me. Understood. Make another mess while I'm gone, and only Yoshi will enjoy what comes next. Keep that in mind as you wait. Oh. Well, off they go, I guess. Didn't even give us the chance to ask them more questions. They're leaving us like this? But isn't this whole mess basically about what'll happen to us? So this isn't anything serious, but what's Marisol doing on the gallows? What? Marisol, what are you doing up there? I was told to stand here, so I've done so. Who told you to do that? I did. I'm just trying to be helpful with you and your friend's time tax problem. Thought all employees were supposed to be at the emergency meeting. Whoa, a clock with legs, how fascinating. If someone were to submit you for consideration in the upcoming expo, you might even be worth a participation trophy. Oh my god. Do I have to read this? You remind me of the time when some hapless soul submitted a timepiece that doubled as a compass and had rather tragic and critical design flaw. You could tell the time or find your path, but never both at once. Tell directions or tell time. It was only one thing or the other, leaving you lost in time and stranded in the streets. This was no good. Not at all. It's still no better than a clock taped to a compass at the end of the day, isn't it? Oh right, the TT52 protocol is operating at experimental capacity within this office space, so don't you forget, anyone not synced with the daily standard time might find this a little disorienting, so keep that in mind as well. Oh, what? Now that's a look of someone who's never once heard of the TT52 protocol, eh? TT52 protocol, as its name suggests, is an invention to address the temporal efficiency problem present in the TT4 protocol. It's doing test runs in only a few select T-Corp offices, so you don't ever feel the urge to leave your impressions of this new shiny thing. Feel free to jot down a few words on the bulletin. Wait a minute, who wrote that 3-star review? The man who we presume to be a T-Corp staff seemed very adept at holding a one-sided conversation with zero external output, or input. Not that any of us could keep up with how fast he was speaking anyways. Anyways, if you're ready, let's get cracking. I am ready. Wait, we don't even know if it's a good idea to be ready for something that looks like the rope would swing from the intimidating machine tightened around Marisol's throat. Is this what it means to pay your time tax with time, getting hanged from the gallows? Please call it from its precise and given name, temporal scale gallows. Measures the exact amount of time you owe and sucks the time right out of you. That wasn't the original name, mind you. It was simply too hubbub and hubbubaloo of the excessively long name, which is approximately 58 words or letters. Can someone ask him what'll happen to Marisol? Dude, we should bust him out of that shit. Oh, yeah, Tectone, I can call real quick. What's up? Hey.
Yo.
What's up?
Hey, good morning. I was wondering, I'm gonna be having a call with Mr. Pokey in a couple of minutes here. And I don't know what your opinion is of the whole situation, but I did want to extend the olive branch to where if you wanted to participate in this very firm, calm discussion, that you were more than willing to if you wanted your perspective known and what you think about the whole ordeal.
Yeah, I'm down to join. It all stemmed from that singular like clip on Twitter, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm down to talk about it actually.
Okay, hell yeah. Yes, I think it's a very
I'll just
interesting
scream
discussion,
at him.
and I think
The moment he comes in, I'm gonna be like, "But you fucking piece of shit! What the fuck? Everyone hates you. Fuck you! Everyone go into his chat."
I think it's important because I don't want this to be like a very tense thing because
I don't think
sometimes
it
when
should
me and Toki talk, it feels very much like him versus us, and it gets way more competitive than it needs to be. So I was gonna offer like, hey man, if you want, we can bring Jenaz out in here.
I see both sides. I see both sides, and I can kind of understand.
Great, and that's exactly what I want to hear.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah,
Mr. Pokey aware.
Yeah. Today's the day Mr. Pokey dies. You guys
Yeah,
don't
spoiler,
remember
guys.
that?
Mr. Pokey aware.
March 7th, chapter 3-7, Pokey dies. Yeah, but yeah, I just don't want it to be like my opinion versus his opinion. I would like to have yours as like a middle ground.
Yeah,
I think that's good.
I mean, I've talked to both of you guys a good amount, so yeah.
Yeah, just as long as like I'm not talking to Box 2 again, because Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Holy fuck. Bro,
I
I had a conversation with him last night that made me feel like I had dementia. Like, dude, it was insane. Like, I'm gonna pull up this VOD and like, me just calmly trying to talk to Box, middle of the night, I'm dead tired. And dear God, this guy is just like, completely not listening to me or having a panic attack. I have no idea. Also, I just see somebody in Mr. Pokey's chat typing called Nico Les. I gotta make sure I ban them from my chat real quick. That guy's an aggressive retard. Ban Nico Les. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Nico, hold on, how do you spell her name? Nico Les. Okay, gotta get them out of here real quick.
Really quick, you know, I actually saw Box put a tweet up and it seemed very well worded and thought out.
Let's say it here.
I remember I saw that and I was like, huh, this is actually like, because normally Box just goes and says like, posts a picture of Argenti and says, I'm gay or something. Yeah, but instead he had like a really well thought out Twitter post. And I was like, wow, what the hell, Box?
Okay. I mean, I'm sure his ghostwriter wrote him up with us.
Well, I was saying that. I was like, maybe he hired a team. Like his crew, PR team.
Yeah, PR too. Hoyo games like Gadget Izard didn't start off with massive hate boners being pointed towards them. They started off very loved. That's actually not true. That is just immediately untrue.
Sorry about this thing in the middle of this.
So Genshin did start off with a massive hate boner pointing towards them because everybody was calling it a Breath of the Wild clone. And they said, why are you making Breath of the Wild Predator? So that's actually not true.
Real quick, Tectone, let me just finish this story thing that I'm in, and then I can join the call when you make it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah. I'll make the call. I'm going to go over this Box tweet, then I'll get you in.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, let's continue this story right here. And someone will ask him what'll happen to Marisol. Marisol's fucking dead, bro. Is that thing gonna kill Marisol? Kill him? Nonsense. She's a very gentle machine. This is simply preposterous. However, spoken in such a manner oft portends that events of even greater ill fortune shall befall us. You know, if Marisol gets his time stolen, we can just go, Marisol, grow younger, and he'll just fucking do it, bro. Marisol aware. I'm not so sure as to what might happen, actually. I suppose it'll suck 10 billion ons worth of time out of your friend. Just out of Marisol? We could just get anyone. We should have gotten fucking Wild Hunt and just put him in that machine and taken 10 billion out of him, bro. What the hell? This machine's OP as shit. Stop being obtuse. What is that even supposed to mean? Is he gonna be stuck like that for 10 billion hours or something? What? Dude, I love Don Quixote's crying face. It's so, oh. Well, not exactly. Let me tell you about T-Corp's particularly generous system called the 4-hour daily minimum time guarantee policy. How generous, Even if the worst comes to worst, every citizen is entitled to the right to enjoy a minimum of 4-hour days. According to the T-Corp Public Welfare Council, 4 hours is the absolute minimum number of hours in a day guarantee human survival. So I've been the key word here. It's like alarm bells. Oh. My, sucking 10 billion and 40 million ons worth of time from your friend was too much, I suppose. It looks like it says measurement error. That rarely ever happens. Wait, you pulled the lever when you didn't even know it was going to happen, just out of curiosity? Of course, 10 billion on a time tax debt is historically unprecedented amount of debt, so I had to see what would happen. You could land first place in a lottery and you still wouldn't have even come close to making 10 billion on, and that's before taxes. I'd say you all belong in a museum of history if I'm being honest. Besides, I haven't even seen anyone with more than 150 hours in time tax debt willingly step into the gallows before. Anyone beyond that usually chooses to run and digs themselves an even deeper depth hole. The point is, I scarcely expected someone with 10 billion on time tax hole to just walk up there like that. What's up with this guy? Awaken, Marisol! Prithee, surrender not to such machinery. Oh? Thou art unharmed? I am alright. Why don't you just get down from the gallows for now, Marisol? Oh hey, we're chilling. Brigadus and Fausti returned just as this incident occurred. We're both glaring at us with expressions that were anything but friendly. What did we do? What did we do? Why are they mad? We can do one more. Before they do their thing. Okay, I can clearly see that both of you are accusing me of letting the sinners run wild again, but we had our reasons. We have reached an agreement.
It's 1 a.m.
Hey, Elikos, thanks for the prime, dude. I appreciate that. And you explained things to them, right? Please tell me the agreement doesn't involve us collectively dangling from those stupid gallows. A 10 billion on is certainly an absurd amount of money, but that doesn't change the fact that we're still responsible for it. We did benefit from the extra time it granted us, and its uses were something that weren't mutually agreed upon before our unilateral activation. Because there was an unexpected event, no countermeasures could be put in place either. Yeah, but we didn't exactly have a whole lot of time to debate whether I was allowed to slow time down or not. Really had to think of her on our feet back then. I felt a bit miffed about it being treated as though I was somehow at fault for this. If you plan to sacrifice one of us to settle the debt, request you evaluate our worth based on individual merit. I prepared performance evaluation sheets for each sinner precisely for one such occasion. On the last page of those evaluation sheets are extra opinions that... I don't plan on leaving any of you behind to take the fall for the group. Besides, 10 billion on isn't the kind of money you can settle with a sacrifice of an individual. We got a mission, maybe? But we did eventually find a reasonable compromise while you were wasting your time horsing around in front of the gallows. And that compromise is... We have been contracted to deal with the distortion. Huh? Guess we really are starting to put our names out there if we specifically sought us out to deal with this distortion. They have sought out the other fixers and companies to deal with this issue first. We were their 6th choice after the first 5 failed to produce a meaningful result. Gotcha. Fucking Gregor. Well, the stories are starting to circulate via word of mouth. I will not deny that. So what kind of distortion are we doing with this time? This is a request regarding a series of similar unsolved cases within T-Court's borders. Some call it the case of time-killing time. Several people have already fallen victim to the perpetrator. Case of time killing time. It's exactly what it says on the tin. Distortion is running wild, killing our time. Time is an asset. Oh my god, so much. Time is an asset here at T-Corp. It's not so difficult for us to track down the occasional time robberies by tracing it, but in the case of time killing time, the killer does not leave any traces. It is simply gone, completely removed and untraceable. No such thing has ever happened here before. Thus, the significance of this case cannot be emphasized enough. So where you, if I had the Shiza emote, this is where you would use it. That's where we formally request you solve this case for us. In return, we'll exempt you from your time tax debt. Oh, thus arriveth once again my time to shine. According to a book I've perused in recent days, and by all detectives working on the case of Urban Nightmare Beyond are issued the Special Investigator Badge during the course of their employment. 'Tis a badge that may as well be universal pass to command all kinds of aid regarding this Bro, no wonder they didn't voice these things the first time around. Bro, if they voiced us, it would have taken forever. Detectives? Fixers! We do plan to issue those badges, yes. Wahoo! Much have I longed to add one such badge to my collection. Perchance thou shalt allow me to keep the badges once this case is dealt with. Nay, I demand that I be awarded with at least 3 badges, one for my private collection, one for display, and one for business, so that I... Shut it, lass. Right, what are we waiting for? Let's crack on, whack this distortion, and get the hell out of here. I hate dealing with my money problems. No, it's fine, Zod. I value your enthusiasm, but I would also appreciate it if you could allow others to finish their sentences before cutting them off and going on a long tangent of your own. The problem is that they don't want all 13 of you running amok in an effort to solve the case. Indeed, I can't have your entire group run wild in the streets and potentially waste the precious time of our residents. Also, the Special Investigator Badge isn't something that T-Corp hands out like candy. Can't exactly give a whole box of badges for all 13 of them. I concur to a degree. Photoservice continuously and consistently suggested we cut down the number of sinners as the first one to welcome this offer. We should have done something like this a long time ago. What use is there in hauling around these dead weights? We'll leave the useless pawns behind to wait in the bus while the elite team of high-performing individuals takes care of business. Wait till she finds out she's not on my burn team. Ooh. You seem rather confident that you'd be part of the elite team of high-performing individuals, Otis. It's ridiculous to even suggest otherwise. Alright, enough with your nonsense. So how many of us are allowed to work in this case anyways? I'm gonna guess 6? I'm gonna say 6 people? Would you say that's a safe guess, guys? They have decided that 4 individuals, including the manager, is an appropriate amount of people allowed to partake in this investigation. That's not a lot. Accept it. We barely managed to get the authorization for 4 after much debate. Then you've wasted your breath. The tag team of the executive manager and I will be more than enough to handily complete this mission. Right, so it all comes down to my choice, huh? 3 sinners. So many eyes are upon me. Not that I've ever had them look at me at the same time before. The pressure is on a completely different level when it comes to making judgment calls like these. Looks like the manager is deep in thought, but pointlessly agonizing over something like this is a waste of time. I'm taking volunteers first, so let's see some hands. Quickly now. Forsooth, I shan't hesitate before such excellent opportunity. Maybe it's finally my time to shine? Oh, I don't even need to ask me, alright? Let's get on with it. Oh, nah, that wasn't... I'm not raising my hand. I'm just cleaning my glasses. This was not a simple manner. I've not been with so few sinners before, except for that one time when they accidentally walked into the outskirts through the back door, so I have to take this slow and really consider all possible angles. What a mess. It would take too much trouble for me to list and debate all the arbitrary limitations they set, so allow me to make the choices for you this time, Dante. Well, I don't think there's too big of a gap between them when it comes to their capabilities. They all excel in different situations. Dante, are you listening? I just said I would be the one to choose your companions. No. Wait. No, I need to consider more than individual capabilities. Some of them work better when paired together, but it's true that haphazardly pairing them together might end up making a team less than the sum of its parts. But it's all about building team synergy. Wait, didn't Rodia say something about how people born in December and August don't mesh well together? And the sinners who accompany Dante to solve this case are... I choose someone who can thwart me, calmly assess the situation, remain free from biased judgment while making smart, rational decisions on the fly. Sinners who fit that description are... Do we even have anyone like that? So choose someone, though. Damn it, I've got it. I choose Faust, Marisol, and Yi Sang. Rodion, Ryoshu, and Hong Lu. I mean, that's probably the best 3. I feel like we chose the best 3. Huh? Wait, huh? Dante has selected me, Marisol, and Yi Sang. Haven't you been listening, Dante? I have certain things to discuss with Miss Faust regarding our upcoming journeys, so she was not an option. Yi Sang was immediately ruled out before even the meeting adjourned due to his history developing of unauthorized invention at T-Corp. Marisol did not volunteer. Well, we just had to tell him to. There was no reason to volunteer. Though I may have been disallowed from joining this investigation, I am truly grateful for your appreciation, Dante. I shan't soon forget this. Aww. He's always so happy. Wait, that's, Otis is not happy. Hey, Otis, you know that's not at all I meant. I just thought maybe we need someone skilled and experienced like you to effectively manage their main sinners while we're... okay. I really soured the mood, didn't I? 3 of them who didn't even imagine my wildest dreams could be hanging out together all turned to look in my direction. Whoa, just the 3 of us, huh? A trio's such an eye-catching number, isn't it? Rodi, I get, but why the other 2 you volunteer? Sound like fun, FAH. The greater the quality and diverse experience, the better it is. Yeah! Don Quixote tragically drops her head to the ground crestfallen. I have not else but to blame but my slightly lower vertical placement in this world. Indeed, that must be why Sir Vergilius has failed to catch mine impassioned hand. Don Quixote sobbed, dramatically lamenting how Vergilius did not even bat an eye in her direction, despite her being the first one to raise her hand. Pretty sure it wasn't the only reason he didn't pick her, though. But 'tis my final legacy I bestow upon thee. What's all this? A book, a magnifying glass, and... are these clothes? 'Tis my treasure, my collection. Prithee, be gentle with them. Oh, but why are you carrying 3 sets of clothing? One for my private collection, one for display, and one for business. Verily, is that not obvious to thee? Records of investigation, solutions of the 13 problems by Agatha. Huh, someone autographed it. So who's this Agatha? Fie, how art thou so ignorant in the lore of fixers? Once she was a grade 1 fixer who was so prolific she may as well have been the face of the 7 Association. Truly, no one? Most people don't know those lore, Don Quixote. Cumbersome clothes. How would thy call himself an ace detective when not dressed appropriately for the occasion? Hear, hear, 'tis only right the leading ace detective adorn her countenance with a special mustache. Look, Lady Agatha says in the foreword in the book that any self-respecting ace detective must always dress themselves in impeccable fashion. Who's Agatha Christie? I don't remember. I think that's who they're talking about, though. Agatha? Don Quixote, just let go. So, I mean, I'm sure everyone else has a reason. How come you didn't get picked for this, Ishmael? Didn't get picked. I never volunteered. Hey, it's not every day you get a legitimate chance to get some free paid time off without breaking company rules, and I wasn't about to let that chance slip. Guess I did have some last minute regrets when I saw who Virgilius picked, but I'll just relax for a bit and jump in and help him out when needed. Oh, good luck while the... Heh, call us the Elite Four, how's that? While the self-proclaimed Elite Four runs around T-Corp, why don't we find a place to take the edge off and unwind? How unfortunate. T-Corp did not authorize the rest of the sinners to run around unmonitored. You must understand we can't simply let individuals responsible for 10 billion ons worth of time tax roam free without proper collateral. Looks like they have temporary lodgings for those who have failed to pay their time tax. Virgilius' point out was clearly a jail cell. Are you certain that is the lodging guide? I'm going to jail? Look at her face. Yeah, as living collaterals apparently. It'll be fun. Hey, bet you'll look fondly back at this memory when it's all said and done, Kay? We'll be right back, so stay nice and stay put. Nice, this jail cell at least has some heating. Wait, what happens if they just leave and don't come back? We'll be seeing them again after 10 billion ons worth of time, I guess. What? What the hell? Oh shoot. Hey, wait, get back here. There's more than enough time to finish weaving on the loom. Calm down, alright? We'll be back before you even... Thou shalt return triumphantly as a glorious band of ace detectives, mark my words. We set off for a journey after receiving the aforementioned special investigator badges, leaving the chaotic scream and hollowing of the remaining sinners behind. After all we could hear was the sad, intermittent clattering of metal as someone violently shook the steel bars. Alright, looks like everyone's ready then. Let's get a move on and have a little chat. I don't want to talk to you! Let's see, the case records say that... Ah, there it is. It's just a stone throws away. Huh? Fuck this guy, dude. Huh? What do you mean, huh? Look at the record. It clearly states that neither of the first two victims in communicative state. How unfortunate. No, I mean, why are you coming along with us? I'm sorry, we're not taking sidekick applications right now. Go away, shoo. Incorrect. One of us will be joining your team. We're going to send an employee with you so you can receive immediate updates regarding your investigation process. Pull that stick out of your ass. Oh, this should be an ID. Why is that not an ID? Future ID? We plan to send a Class 2 staff with you, but you're... Me? Class 5? See the badge? Chatterbox, an employee, replied cheerfully as produced a twinkling badge from his clothes. Apologies for recognizing you, sir. I scarcely expect to see a Class 5 auditor all the way here. That guy's a Class 5 staff? Really? Class 5 is the highest rank one could reach as a wing employee, right? Yeah, I thought so too. Well, don't be so sure. Depends on which wing you're talking about. Who knows, maybe there are Class 12 or even 20 employees out there. Get it? Got it? Good. Now let's get a move on. We stared with silent bafflement at the employee who had already stormed out of the building, then hurriedly followed him out of the door. Absolutely brilliant. The very concept of killing time. They're not slowing down or speeding up to... Guys, this is too much. Why is this one story chapter, bro? They're eliminated completely, just yanking out of circulation. So your name is Mai? Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm so tired of this guy. Relax and call me how you want. Names are such unimportant things, aren't they? No, names matter. Really? You never call anyone by their names, though. Relax and call you however you want, but you're here as our handler. That's true. That does make things a tad awkward, doesn't it? Let me think. Ah, I've got it. You're all dressed like detectives. Why don't you consider me your ever-helpful assistant who tags along with your adventures? I'm trying to read his lines, like, extra fast, you know? Just the way he is. Okay, but still... Yoshi was staring off in the distance while puffing her cigarette, suddenly spoke up as Rodio was about to retort. Assistant, lead us. Right away, ma'am. What's the difference between an assistant and a servant? You know, my family used to employ... They sure warmed up to him fast. Will my throat be okay? Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Oh my god, look at Don Quixote's face there. Wait, let me... Whoa, I'm not buying anything.
Day 2.
Okay, so basically what's going on here, guys, is, here's the story so far here. So we finished Intervallo, we're on Intervallo, what, 6.5. In Canto 6, we used a time ability to speed up time. And apparently in this area, doing that costs a lot of money. And money is time in this area. So it turns out we owe 10 billion 40 million time. Basically. That much money. So we basically owe $10 billion to the government, to the IRS right now. So they would have to, like, basically kill us by taking all the time. So essentially what's going to happen instead is we're going to do a mission for them. If we can find someone who's the time killer or whoever, some detective murder mystery, then they'll let us off the hook. Now, So we're on the case. Also, there's only 3 of us right now. Rhodia, Honglu, and Ryoshu. Also, music in this place is pretty great. So we're on the case right now. How about Dante? Yeah, he's there too, but he's always there. Let's see, the 3rd victim of the case is this watch factory's... Hold up! The obviously gaudy and expensive suit, the meticulously trimmed and shaped mustache, the 3rd victim must be the owner of this factory assistant. Confirm my deductions. You're right on the money, detective. We're off to a great start. Woohoo. Ahem. We are detectives working in the case of the time-killing time. My name is... What? Read it? I'm not reading that. What's going on? Roshu, detective. He sure is a fast talker. He's talking way faster than Marisol did when we reviewed those chickens. Glorp. He's talking so fast, it's like someone pressed a fast forward button or something. I can't understand a thing coming out of his mouth. He's someone who has a lot of time. What's that supposed to mean? An average T-Corp citizen is about 20 to 28 hours in a day, but you might also run into some people like him, people with plenty of time to spare, because they have so much surplus time they can afford to condense 40, 50 into a single day. And people with fewer hours in a day, it'll look like he's moving 2, 3 times faster than them. Excuse me. Someone with that much time could pick their nose in the blink of an eye before anyone has a chance to catch them in the act. Ew. I gave Rhodia a look of concern. She has to do something before Yoshu shink. Quick look as in a brief flicker of the flames burning on my clock. Would you mind slowing down a bit? I'm just worried that you're at a serious risk of becoming a victim of a completely different, slightly more fatal crime. He shook his head in frustration very rapidly, that is, before activating what appeared to be a voice recorder. He began to play his voice back as us. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name's Bumble, a proud proprietor of this watch factory, Apologies for this awkward method of communication. You see, my days are 52 hours long, I used to live 100-hour days in my heyday, but the things have taken a turn for the worse at the factory in the recent years, 52 hours? To me, it looks as though you're all talking very, very, very slowly, I must say, it's quite frustrating, but I'm willing to suffer this annoyance as long as you can solve this case, Why are you saying, Ome? You have 52 whole hours to spend in a single day? Gee, I can't even imagine what that'd be like. Well, I can tell you that you're curious, it's a very, very full life, I must say, having more time to spend in a day means they can get more things in a day, like sleeping, I'm done with these dude. Like sleeping 10 or more hours a night and having more than 40 hours left to spend. Good sleep really is the key to keeping your skin moist and fresh, and I'll let you touch it if you want. So in an effort to demonstrate, Bumble was constantly zooming around the room, checking his documents, calling someone on the phone, even brushing his teeth while he stood there listening to his recordings. I don't care, get to the point. It was one late evening. Let's see, like always I was busy walking down the street. I had a very, very important meeting to attend to, you know. And all of a sudden, an attack. No, it happened, I happen to recall that I had left the bacon in the kitchen counter at home. I should have left it covered with District 23's purple salt. My second oldest aunt used to sprinkle that salt all the time. The point. Well, so I stopped briefly looking up at the clock tower and wondering if I should head back home to salt the bacon. And that's when the Time Ripper struck. The clock tower. The bacon! Each one of the 12 zones at T-Corp has a clock tower that displays A-Corp standard time scale. Because everyone has different hours to spend in a day, their watches sync with their respective time scales as well. So to tell the real objective time, one would have to check the clock tower. Oh. That's pretty neat. Alright, you two, let's focus on important stuff. Let's see, how do we start with a physical description? A fine tailored suit. Huh? Tailored suit, a bit fancy for something called the Time Ripper, don't you think? Must have cost me about 58 million on. Of course, since it was tailor-made, its comfort is beyond human imagination. Wait, what? Oh, and how could I forget this impressive yet keenly shaped mustache? Hey, I wasn't talking about your own physical description. One more chance until I sink. Oh, you mean the murderer's appearance? Well, let me think. I don't recall anything. It just happened so fast that... How does it feel to have your own time killed? Was it painful? Can you not ask something like that with a big grin on your face? No, it was just, maybe 100 hours was gone in the blink of an eye. Missed my very important appointment thanks to that. I'll have you know, I suffered so much damages. God, 100 hours? You lost a whole week in the blink of an eye? That's not even a week. Nope. 100 hours for me is just 2 days or so. Still, you have no idea how much I lost because of those 2 days. Ripping time away, huh? An invention that enables something like that would certainly win the Inventor of the Year award and loads of prize money that comes with it. T-Corp really values and supports its adventures, you know? Some people say once upon a time, T-Corp's executive director himself showed up to bestow the awards. I guess once an inventor is always an inventor, I say. He probably wanted others to carry on his inquisitive spirit. I've seen the ceremony once and he was giving away autographs. Maybe they're looking for an inventor who received an award for that tech assistant? Oh my god. Oh my... But every invention at T-Corp needs to be registered to the Technology Administration Agency, though it's not without a few exceptions. There once was a time where a rogue group of inventors called the League of Nine Literatures made some inventions they neglected to register, and wow, what a mess that was. Every single corner of T-Corp was up in arms. Everyone dashed around in panic, making arrests, holding important meetings. Why? It was that big of a deal? I can't even imagine how hard it must have been for Yi Sang. Alright, so is there anything like that registered in T-Corp's tech agency? Nope, first time hearing about anything like that. You could have started there, you know? What if this is a power granted by the distortion? Meanwhile, Ryoshu was completely uninterested in the conversation, stared off in the distance. She looked out the factory window and let out a puff of smoke before muttering quietly to herself. No killer, no corpses. Well, yeah, no one's actually dead and we don't know where the killer is. Who could it be, I wonder? Someone who took a liking to my very expensive suit, I say. Disagree. Your suit's shit. Aww. Besides, if I really wanted to kill you... Me? Why would you... I'd have to be able to move as fast as you do. I won't be able to get a good aim at your vitals otherwise. Roshi strode towards him before suddenly breaking into a charging sprint. Bumble rapidly stumbled back in terror, but Roshi was fast enough to close the distance and press her scabbard into his neck despite the disparity in time. God! Just like this. Well, I thought she was actually about to beat the crap out of him with that scabbard. That'd be case closed, All we'd have to do is arrest Ryoshu. You scared the heck out of me. Well, I suppose that villain didn't stab me in the vitals or whatever, but he did appear all of a sudden just like you did. I see, so the killer isn't running around ripping time away from random people left and right. Yes, the killer was going specifically for that ass. What was that an acronym for? I was left behind by Sinclair's absence was bigger than I thought. Yeah, we don't know what it means because Sinclair's not translating. I meant that annoying, stupid stash. Not having that kid here is frustrating. No way, can you think of a single person who hates someone like me? I can think of more than a few. I say that it must have been the work of some bandit who wanted to try on my tailored suit. Oh, what about your employees? Lady Agatha's book says that to find the culprit, we must first look at the victim's immediate circle. I have no idea if that book Don Quixote gave us earlier is actually helping, but I suppose it's at least a very good page turner. Honglu can't seem to be able to tear his eyes away from it. Maybe I should check it out too once we get back to the bus. Yeah, that works. Then the culprit has to be someone who hates the owner so much enough to try and take his time. Nuh-uh, that seems quite implausible, as you can see. What? The laborers at this factory. They're all working so slowly, like they're working through molasses. Oh, most factory laborers are actually usually live rather short 10 hours days, most of which are spent at their factory jobs anyways. What do you say? Listen up, everyone. Your output gain only saw 13% growth compared to last month's growth. Have I not impressed upon you how important this is? We'll be falling behind profit margin projections at this rate. Bumble hollers at them in frustration. The laborers very slowly turn their heads to look up at the factory owner, even the simplest action taking an excruciatingly long time to complete. Boss, it's impossible to work any faster than Oh, how bothersome. Less complaining, more assembling. Use your times more effectively. Chop chop. Glorp. You have no idea how frustrating it has been for me as of late. Do you even know that the next batch of cogs have all stopped all of a sudden? We can understand him thanks to the recorder next to us, but everyone out of his earshot would have no chance of understanding whatever he's talking about. Hey, Mr. Bumble. You're talking way too fast for them to understand, you know that? How do you expect them to understand a thing you're saying? Bro, I'll be real, this time stuff is kind of OP, right? Out of all the singularities, this might be one of the strongest. Am I crazy? Like, you could literally triple your speed. How the fuck would anyone ever fight you? Like, that just seems beyond OP. So, it's not me who's too fast, it's them who are too slow. Only hustlers and busy bees like myself who make the best of their time can rise above the rest in this chaotic, bustling city. What? You know that's a load of bull. I was supposed to hustle or make the best of their times and they're practically nailed to the floor, and with what time? Oh yeah, hey. I don't think someone like him will ever understand what you're talking about. He was born and raised in T-Corp after all. Hey, assistant. You're a class 5 employee, right? Aren't you supposed to be a big shot? Do you seriously think there's anything normal about all this? Normal? Dear detectives, do you happen to be returning from a round trip across every single nest in the city all the way from A to Z? Can you confidently say you've seen all there is to see? Not really, but then give this idea a thought, why don't you? That the notion of what is normal is just a mirage conjured by the downtrodden and the suffering. That is to say, the suffering is part of the life in the city, regardless of which nest you're in. I don't see any suffering in that mug of a Mr. 50 hours a day right there. Such harsh words. I have my share of pain, I'll have you know. I've been waiting for something to get finished for a while. Do you know how much of a pain it is to wait for something and also have too much time in your day? It's so tedious. You know what? That would suck, guys. I'll be real. Imagine you're like, oh, a new video game comes out tomorrow and you have to wait a week, bro. Because this shit. What would you even do with all that time? You have to wait for the gacha daily reset? Oh my god. This would be a terrible world for gachas. One would gently fix his mustache and hair before caressing his expensive coat with care. Put your extra time for another day. It would give you more time to do your gacha dailies. You could play more gachas total. Bro. Am I just not even able to do this? Like, how hard is this? Wait, this is so dumb. Wait, this is like actually stupid. Are you kidding me? Bro. Why do they have the two characters that nobody gives a fuck about in this fucking Canto, dude? This Intervalo. But who the fuck builds these characters, man? Yeah, her for a poise team. Or like this for a charge team, but like what is this shit, bro? And then him for like a tremor team, and I don't even know what else he has other than that. Sinking team, Honglu. Oh yeah, Dicey. Or Dichi. That's what it's called, Dichi or something, right? Stop being mean. Don't talk to Rodia like that. I have W Corp Yoshu? Yeah, I'd have to level her though. I'm not, yeah, I have 23 to, yeah. It's time to quit Limbus. Try it first? I don't think this is gonna work, guys. You did it with just Rodia too? It forces you to have to do this. Use support? I don't want to use support. Support is cringe, dude. Let's see. At least up-tie them? Yeah, the level 16 guy is gonna pop off. I should definitely up-tie him because he's gonna pop off here. Maybe we can flip the script on our line of thought. What kind of people, Rodeo, do you think hate rich people? Who do you think would hate people like me? Well, except for my family. If I ever do get murdered under mysterious circumstances, I'm willing to bet that it's one of my family members who did me in. Or Heathcliff. It's a pretty dark joke. The culprit went straight for Bumble, but his employees literally can't move fast enough to have done that. None of them look like distortions either. Yes, if the culprit's hiding among the slowpokes, Clock would have noticed it. And that narrows the culprit down to someone unrelated to this factory, someone without much time, someone who's got a bone to pick against the time rich. Or it could be someone who's unhappy about the state of affairs in the T-Corp nest. Also, while Dante could be right that this power is granted by a division, nothing rules out the possibility they may be using unregistered invention. There must be more than a single culprit then. More than a single culprit, huh? Wait, I think I know an organization that might fit exact description. Nah, no way, I doubt it. They don't ever take drastic actions like these anymore, even back at J-Corp. Wow, that's some coincidence, isn't it? I happen to know a group of people just like them. Sometime later, a certain alleyway. Group of people unhappy with the state of affairs in the nest? This is an intervallo. Perhaps you're looking for the Eurodivia. Yeah, I thought that would be. Ah, that rings a bell. Isn't your friend the founder of that organization, Rojo? Or just stopped dead in her tracks? The Eurodivia. Here? Do you know something about the organization? I did hear they've been spreading through the nests as of late. No, it hasn't been long since they started popping up in T-Corp's borders. So direct T-Corp employees like myself have been stationed all over the nest to question any suspicious individuals. Methinks it's a real bother. Standing guard here, all this stop and search, so tedious. So, what are the Eurodivia up to around here? All kinds of stuff. Petty thieves got up to, stealing things like time or money. Well, I did hear they also did some pro bono detective work for people who can't afford the time and money to hire people, and... Wait, stop right there, you. What are you looking all shifty around for, eh? It's a stop and search. What? Hey, I'm just trying to walk away from that lady with the cig and that creepy glare. Fucking guy with the hat, dude. The same guy. Where can we find them? The Eurodivia. Well, it probably ain't too difficult. Let's see there. Hong Lu! Sudden explosion tore Hong Lu to shreds as he was peeking around an alleyway. Speak of the devil, maybe I should have activated their badges earlier. Activate our badges? Starting off with a bang, huh? Good luck, Dante. Let's bring him back. Gotcha, turn back the clock now. Wait, you can bring him back? There, the explosion came from that way. Damn watch chains of T-Corp here to collect your filthy dues, huh? No time to explain, right? Let's talk about that later. Well, this is about to suck. Wait, Honglu actually has 150 HP, what? Hopeless. Do we just spam defensive moves, guys? I don't think this is winnable, guys. Roshu's about to die, too. Oh my god! Did he do damage? Did he do damage, guys? I can't tell. This is my only Rodia, by the way. I don't have any other Rodia leveled or used. Oh my god, he's getting bullied so hard. Wait, did Roshu live? Wait, no one attacked my 3 health Roshu? Oh, I Princess. Oh yeah. You're right, I Princess. I don't even think of that as her. Yeah, I forgot that I have Princess because I don't even think of her as a Rodia. How is that struggling not hopeless? Bet I'll finish the intervalo before he finishes the fight. It's that hard, huh? Well, we're winning. Wait, Ryoshu almost won that coin flip, bro. Oh, so we have multiple lives. Oh, is that from the badges? Wait. Oh. Oh. Wait, did he actually just stagger that guy? Oh my god, wait. Honglu's doing damage. Wait, I can't believe it. Why is this so winnable? Whoa. Bro, you hard carrying, dude? Oh my god, even made Ryoshu. She even got an evade. Oh, she got hit at the end though. Wait, so do levels not affect damage at all? That doesn't sound right. Fuck it, I'm gonna lasso. I don't even care if he transforms. It'll be funny though. It does? Yeah, that's what I would expect. No way you're losing with lasso. Oh my god, he just lost 4 times with lasso, bro. Finish him. Yeah, guys, why are you telling me to uptie my level, like, 16 characters? I don't think it matters. Because they're like, uptie them! What are they gonna do? I can't believe we won that, though. Please uptie 5 your level 1 bozos. Yeah, I know, right? These fucking bozo-ass units, you guys want me to level them up? Like, why? Why am I gonna level up bozo-ass characters right now? like, what do you want? Whoa, not Wide Boris. Chat knows. Yeah, Honglu was actually useful there. No joke. Retreat! Hey, participation trophy. Participation trophy is talking to me. How on earth did you do that earlier? Tick tock, and voila, it seemed to me you could rewound the time and unwounded your friends. I've never seen a tech that could rewind time like that. Well, that's trade secret. Asking you shall receive pain. Fascinating. Aren't you terrified of time? As far as I am aware, there's practically no time to rewind time for a singular entity that exists in an open, undisclosed area. Either that or my study didn't reach as far as I thought it did. Wait, no, that's actually a very serious problem then. It's very desperate, you know. It's unlikely I missed anything. I don't trust this guy anymore. Burn Ryoshu's worth to uptie? Yeah, probably. You know what else is a serious problem? The fact that we're wasting our time chatting about inane stuff while they're all getting away. Come on, Dante. Hold on, inane stuff. This is extremely serious. It's important. It's absolutely incomparable to what amounts to arresting a few small fry revolutionaries. There was true resurrection, then the head would have been after your heads already. So I doubt that's what it is. It must have something to do with time manipulation. I'm certain of it. Maybe it only works on same mechanism as the TT2 protocol under the hood. Nope, that works only in an isolated enclosure. It can't rewind the time of a single individual. Jesus Christ, this guy. Perhaps they're drawing time from elsewhere to inject in their time streams. That seems a tad more plausible. If you're actually rewinding their time, the visual elements of the process will manifest in a vastly different manner. Suppose this means you can't actually rewind or skip time either, am I right? That would be a pretty crazy thing. If what we were doing is like every time one of the sinners died, we killed somebody else and used their time to revive that person. Can't just say all that gibberish and expect me to be able to... Okay, guys. process also seemed to involve a great degree of pain. Oh well, it seems to be in bad taste to say it's a good news, but I suppose I can say what I'm about to tell you is somewhat auspicious. I was going to get to the nitty-gritty only if we were to venture into one of those more dangerous places like back streets, but here we go. Check the other side of your badges. There should be a small clockwork knob attached to your badge in there. Mind rotating a bit for me? The classified staff jabbered on endlessly, zapping between numerous subjects within matters of seconds before reaching out pointing the badges we were wearing. I'll give you 5 subs if you start reading the assistant yaps out the entire intervalo. I feel like it needs to be read though. You know? Yeah, make it 20. Make it 20 and I won't read them out loud. I don't know, I feel like I should read it out loud, you know what I mean? I mean, hey, 5 subs is 5 subs. I'll give 10 to keep reading. Oh no, shit. Okay. Not all fixers specialized in investigation are strong enough to defend themselves in emergency. This is why these special investigator badges are equipped with the same special function that goes into suits and higher ranked staff members of T-Corp wear. It's called Golden Time. If you keep the clockwork wound, it will automatically speed up the body's natural regeneration process as soon as it detects its wearer's risk of death. It's nothing compared to what you're capable of. It's quite something, isn't it? Yo, Mastermind, thanks for the 5 gift subs, bro. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we have an auction. Hey, African Sniper, thanks for the 10 gift subs. Well, guys, I guess we're reading this stuff out. Holy shit. Dude, thanks to the subs, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mastermind and Sniper. Well. Yo, King. Yo, any kings? So I don't actually have to turn the clock myself. Of course, it takes some time for it to refill once its charge is spent. If you ever run out of uses, then I suppose it all comes down to you. Participation trophy. You'll have to take one for the team and bring them all back to yourself. You're willing to do that, but you're not willing to help us before you get torn to shreds, huh? I prefer that too. Good. Who? Ready? Let's go after them then. Sometime later. Where did they run off to? Pretty sure they came this way. No more tracks. We wasted too much time with boring lectures. Hey, assistant, you sure it's okay for us to just saunter behind us like you're out on a picnic? Why would I run? I hate running. It's literally your job to arrest their Eurodivier, isn't it? Is it though? But my job at this precise moment is to keep my eyes on you and your investigation regarding the time-killing time, not making Eurodivier arrests. You downloaded Limbus today? Oh, nice. But you're a T-Corp employee. Okay, fine. Let's say I decided to run instead of walk and helped you capture those Eurodivier rascals. What then? Will T-Corp suddenly stop having problems just because they're gone? Will this place suddenly transform into some kind of humanitarian paradise? Not to mention that, so long as their leader runs free, they'll just be back before you knows it. Excuses, then KTA. If we do kill them all, then it only opens up for a worse syndicate to take their place. If that happens, that collector friend from earlier might end up suffering something much, much worse than having to stop and search random passerbys. Not to mention they'll be getting muscle cramps from all that running. Besides, isn't your friend one of them? Weird. I thought you wouldn't want me to arrest them.
Don't
right.
say it, Momoli.
Dude, Momoy, thanks for the 13 bucks. Wait, did you guys hear the whistle? I didn't hear the whistle. Don't say it, Momoy. I actually didn't hear the whistle that time. Okay, Momoy, I won't. Wait, was Momoy telling me not to read his lines? Right, I thought Rodeo would be a bit happier to be reunited with the Eurodivier. Well, since it looks like the trail's gone cold, let's go back to the stop and search lane and ask if she noticed anything suspicious since she left. Wait, was that telling me not to read the story? I can't tell. It just said don't say it, Momoy. Like, I feel like that's just a Momoy thing, you know? T-Corp employee we met earlier was still standing completely inert, not moving a muscle. Poor woman, I can't believe she's still on duty at such a late hour. Such a life of labor. No. Wait. They got her. I can't even hear her breathing. That's the Time Ripper's MO. Time Ripper got to her that fast? She's in a state of absolute stillness. A death-like state achieved without a thimble of blood on her hands. What a misophobic art. What the hell does misophobic mean, dude? Though she may be in a state of stasis to those who are watching outside, for her it must be as brief as a blink of an eye. What do you think of the culprits trying to do with all that time? Guys, this is a crime scene. Let's try and touch the body. I mean, the victim... Well, look, there must be some sort of spatio-temporal displacement superposition phenomenon going on here. She is entirely incorporeal. Is this seriously the time to... Rhodia, up there. Look. Up ahead. I looked around, noticing a now familiar sensation of a distortion and caught a brief glimpse of a suspicious figure slowly slipping into the fog. A fear of germs? Ah, that's mysophobia. Yo, stop! Roshi, think you can catch up? I'm not your hunting dog, but sure, I'll entertain you just this once. Oh, she's pretty fast. Yoshi sure moves fast when she finds something interesting. Been a while since I've seen people like you, the kind who sprint forward with their eyes fixed on the horizon. Here everyone only ever looks down, their necks bent and gaze locked on the ground, watching their own feet take their halting steps. Suppose they only ever look up to check the time in the clock towers. But there must have been a time when everyone walked tall. I think I know why that is. It's because they all learned helplessness, because they realized that even if they ran till their lungs burst, nothing will change, that it doesn't matter. Yeah, not everyone can run like Marisol. Learning to maintain a stable breathing rhythm is not easy. That's not what I'm talking about. Wait, take a closer look at her face. Remember, it's the same face she was making earlier when she shouted, "It's a stop and search." Yeah, maybe she saw someone suspicious approach them for a stop and search and got ambushed. We should ask her what when she recovers. We don't know when she'll recover. Sometime later. Catch. Are you sure you captured him alive? Hey, Ryoshu, doesn't he kind of look a bit different from the mysterious person that got away? He's clearly wearing something different. Besides, he's one of the Eurodivier we already ran into. Clothes were just husks that can be cast off at any moment. He started running as soon as our eyes met. Hey, rise and shine. How am I the suspicious one? Anyone would run if someone like you started sprinting after them with that big sword in your hands. Well, your name is Fleeing Activist, so... Ooh, cut. Huh, I have many, many ways to crush the truth out of you. First, no dismembering. Well, that's all the ways. This is the Eurodivier's turf. You'll soon regret dragging me down here. I prepared this secret weapon just for this occasion. Watch out. But nothing happened. What was that? One of the 5 greatest inventions of the Eurodivier T-Corp branch, the portable adjustable frequency periodical lighting apparatus attachment sound wave generator. Call every single Eurodivier in its range to this exact location. There, see what I mean? You see the problem prevalent among inventors. They never know when to stop when it comes to naming their inventions. You'll pay dearly for smacking me in the back of my noggin. Oh. Well, Rodia, take him out back. Zaha, it's not too important. Oh my god, Ryoshu actually was evading. Wait, why do you still take damage while evading? I don't understand. Rodia, I need you to win coin flips so we can end this fight easier. Bro, so far this is like the hardest fights of all time, man. I have 1 character. Like, what the hell, bro? She needs to evade every coin? Oh. Wow, I'm sure glad Ryoshu got 3 coins here. Oh, she lost that. Oh, kill his ass. You're gone. Pretty nice song though, right? Wait, neutral? That's crazy. This guy we're neutral against? No, I think it's someone else. Wait, she already died? Multiple times. We're doing time killing time just when I lost an hour to daylight savings? You know, that is pretty ironic. Huh. That's pretty crazy that we're doing time killing time right now. Who would have thought? Oh, he did 23 damage. Look at that. Wait, is this Hong Lu like OP? How is he doing 23 damage when he's like this underleveled? Seems surprisingly good. I lost 1 hour to the IRS. Yeah, fucking time IRS, bro. Stagger? I guess that's true. Wait, no, he's already dead. Oh. Hey, he's actually contributing. It's crazy. Dude, am I crazy or is burns suck in terms of damage? Like, I don't do burn damage. It's just you put the burns on and then you're able to do other strong things. Like, burn itself does nothing. That's why people say magic bullet is needed. You have 1 unit? Well, even when I have a full stack of units, it's not that crazy. You play charge for big numbers? Dude, I'm so tired. Most tired I've been on stream recently. I'm gonna try something tonight to get more sleep, hopefully. Should work. Did you just do 3 damage? Pressing defense on Hong Lu is the best idea? You think so? I mean, he's not gonna win the trades, so... That camera angle at the negative space? What, you want it to be just my face? Is that what you want the camera to be? Is just my face sitting here? I think it's better to have some of the room here, you know? Just my forehead, huh? Sounds good to me. Oh my god. That guy was popping, dude. Uh-oh. Wait, that did... Oh. Tremor burst. Yeah, I'm not gonna have a crazy long stream today, guys. You know what I actually saw yesterday? This month I streamed for 300 hours, guys. That's 10 hours a day. Isn't that crazy? $10 hours a day. Yeah, Zahad, it's probably fine. It's a lot. There's only 28 hours, or there's 28 days. Oh, you're right, it's more than 10 hours a day. Yeah, it's impossible for Rodeo to win a trade. Or not Rodeo, Ryoshu. Wait, she won a trade. What? How does she win? How's it possible that you can win? These are not easy fights, bro. Being level 50 is not ideal, man. I ain't talking no Yi Sang ideal neither. Uh-oh. No! Ryoshu! One 1.0 characters being added as pseudo standard. Yeah, that doesn't really do a lot, I gotta be real. Dude, we're not killing them fast enough. If only I could use Gregor, dude. Now I have literally only one character? Yep. Bro, what the fuck? Oh my god. I get revived. Wait, I'm still staggered when I'm revived? Then we just fuck these guys up. Hit them with the martial arts, the kung fu. Beat the shit out of them. Holy dead. Well, we won, guys. It was a fight, though. I still don't understand Tremor, bro. I still don't get it. Jesus Christ. That was a fight. It's just stagger damage. 91%. $117 damage, 39 damage. Alright. Good job, Rodeo. He's popping off. To matching various pieces of information we found from the defeated Eurodivier members together, managed to track them down to a rundown building that appears to be their hideout. Finally managed to track us down, haven't you? Filthy watch chains of T-Corp and you clock. You clock, he says. It's only elementary because I am an ace detective. Rhodey exclaimed triumphantly as she flicked her hair back, but I sensed a small hint of uncertainty in her voice. Yep, we're all ace detectives. I'll admit, we shouldn't have let you track us down. But you don't look too strong. It's a foolish move to fight a lion in his den. I hope you prepared yourselves. Don't you worry about our butts. We've got a class 5 staff with us, you know. I can deduce a few things about you. 1. That man's outfit. That aloof look on his face. I see. It's likely you're not lying that he really is Class 5 staff. 2. You're absolutely shameless in bringing a Class 5 watch chain to a rundown hideout like this. Why does this have anything to do with shame? I don't know about shame, but this place sure is run down. Right, how about this? I'll sell this one out just for the sake of fairness. Is this guy actually like OP? It'd be like cheating if I were to take part in the fight, right? That's a fair proposal. Fine, I accept your offer. Why are they making deals right now? Do we get any say in this? Wait, why is he making a deal with the enemy to not help us? He's trolling, bro. How do I just roll a 3? This one I might lose. Nah, Roja's got this. How many enemies are there, actually? If it's a boss, I might be in trouble. Probably is, too. Play one wave. Ten enemies? Oh my god, bro. So I'm so tired, guys. I just have not been sleeping, man. Where's my yapping when I'm so tired? Oh, Ryoshu. What would we do without you? Wow, he's taking 0 damage. Dude, he's OP. Wait, struggling? The fuck? We have a counterattack at least. Okay. Bring Princess Roja because she can AoE, but she needs her stacks and right? Stand up and do a flip? That probably would wake me up more, I'll be real. You guys want me to do a flip? Okay, 45 sanity, we're chilling. You think we lose this? I don't know, I think this is winnable. It's gonna be rough though. When's the last time I took a break? You mean like where I didn't stream? You know, the last time I didn't stream, guys, was New Year's. It was when I moved right around New Year's one day. So it's been 3 months of non-stop. Yeah, I get pretty tired too. Is this possible? Imagine if I actually had a full team, how easy this would be, man. It'd be so free. I still don't get tremor. Like, okay, I got all this tremor count, and now you gotta pop it somehow? Uh-oh. Yeah, why didn't they level up my characters, man? I feel a little bit wronged about that. Burst pops it, huh? I can't block every attack. I need her to kill people, dude. This is bad. Dude, stop killing that one guy, Roja. There's like 2 or 3 other guys. Roja really hated that dude. Oh my. 4 out of 10. Well. Need charge Tremor to do something important? Yeah, I think I might lose, guys. I'd be in trouble. 71 Tremor. Sure hope they don't use a burst on me. Uh-oh. Never mind, it's cooked. Does seem a little bit bad, doesn't it? I'm not taking much damage, but not sure it really matters. Oh my god, more? Oh my god. We're only halfway there, bro. Where the hell am I? Yeah, I should use Hex Nail, but I don't know if this is possible anyways. Dude, why? Oh my god, my eyes. Use support? Yeah, I really don't want to use support, but how do you use support? How do you do it? Edit team. Where? Oh, you mean like these? Oh, so when you're on one of these. Oh. Why are there 2 red eyes and penitence? Is this the non-upgraded one? Huh. Can I use one, right? I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. My character not uptie might be hard. The problem is not upties. The problem is a level 16 poise Ryoshu in this team. I've never used a support. See what she's like. Alright. She probably blasts them. Let's see. But I want to see her attack. I want to see her fight. Come on, Rodeo. Chill. My secret weapon. I'm sorry. Did she just lose a trade? Did the level 50 Ryoshu just lose a trade? It couldn't be, right? It looks like it. No, Rojo did? Huh. Alright. I'm imagining things, now I'm hallucinating. I need to wake myself up, man. Holy damage. Get him! Yeah, Hong Lu! Yeah! Well, suddenly this is pretty easy. Take some rest? I just want to wake up. Some sugar, huh? Oh, I know what I can snack on. Wait. Ice cold water to wake up? True. Am I sleepy because of the podcast yesterday? No, I just haven't been sleeping much for a while. I'm gonna snack on some nuts here, dude. These nuts, bro. I got a whole big bag of cashews. And they're good for you, right? Good source of protein. Yeah, I feel like this is a good way to snack healthily. They do is this big ass bag of cashews for like 15 bucks. I think that's a good deal. Hard to get cheaper than that, I feel. It's like multiple pounds of cashews for 15 bucks. Is it normal for Lakari to stream like 18 hours a day? Yeah. Lakari has insomnia. It's like actually a serious problem. So he literally cannot go to sleep. So he'll often just stay up for long amounts of time. That said though, I will say I think Lakari really likes Library of Ruina, so also he's trying to play as much as he can, right? So like he normally is not going to stream that many hours if he's just doing some trash, right? But he actually really likes the game, so that's why he's streaming so much. So how long is this? 15 stages. Wait, Lakari's almost at Ruina's endgame already? Isn't that like really fast? Oh, crap. -1 energy. Let's use a full office. Full stop office. He's midish late game. What happens late game? Yeah, I feel way more awake now, guys. I'm feeling fine now. Having a good stream? Yeah, it's going good. Cashew buff? Yeah, just snacking on something can easily wake you up, you know? Late game Maruna ramps up really fast on story and gameplay. How close is Akari to the end? Half? Oh my god. Am I playing Poise? No, I'm playing, I'm only allowed to use 3 units. That's what I'm playing right now. Whoops. Wait, I didn't realize this is a focused fight. Nelly Roshu, yeah. From the Limbus Brazil community? Damn. I'm spamming win rate? Bro, what do you want me to do? There's no strategy to this, dude. I can't use my characters. What do you want? I've never used this. He ran out of bullets. Yeah, he fucking sucks. He needs bullets or he's trash. I need more bullets. Oh, he has a cool evade. What's this attack like? Wow, that is the most garbage move of all time. He got staggered. Bullets are horrifically expensive in the city. Is that actually true? That can't be true. Yes? Why? It's so easy to make a bullet. Why would they be expensive? Because taxes? The cereal? No, it's cashews. Your special bullets to delete the target. Stop being made Yoshu. Uh-oh. I don't think it's worth using Cavernous Wailing right now, is it? Counter reloads ammo. It's gonna kill. I have to hope this kills. Come on, Rodeo. God, she sucks. Couldn't let him armor up though. He was gonna armor up against Hong Lu there. Wait, is that 1 HP? Okay, dude. So it's like that. Rip full score. Took 11 turns, man. Damn. Hey, Lakari, what's up? Yo, Lakari, how's your stream going? Thanks for the raid, man. I'm gonna be playing Monster Hunter tonight. Well, I'll try to. Black PMA raid, huh? Momoy. Long stream for me? We'll see. Depends how I'm feeling, man. How are you enjoying Ruino, dude? You really been grinding that game hard, man. How's it going, bro? Project Moon's taken over your life? Clint started Lobotomy Corp before you, bro. You gotta catch up. He played like 5 minutes or some shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Like 5 minutes like 4 years ago. He fucking played it before you. Oh, he started playing it again? Oh. He's playing all day? He isn't streaming it, is he? Why does Clint not stream? What's up with him? Clint existed. He got rich and bailed. He must have gotten really rich. I don't know. I'm in the middle of a little side story thing. Because we moved our conversation to the hideout after defeating the Eurodivia members. Hey, Lakari, you know that character that you have, the Tremor, Don Quixote? She's from this area that I'm in. Everything in this place is black and white. Momoy. Spoilers? He's already seen it. He has that Don Quixote, read her story. You installed Genshin today after 6 months to play Natland? Surprisingly, it's pretty good so far, but why? Like, why didn't you re-download it? That's like, yeah, you know, I wanted to try fentanyl, so I decided to start buying some. Like, why? Like, why would you want to, hearing about this new kind of fentanyl people are taking, so I decided to start buying stuff. Like, why? It's like you already escaped. You going back in? Damn. Okay, I'm done snacking. Eating a bunch of cashews, dude. That shit's good. You just want the story? Fair enough. Okay. Surrender and confess. Starting to run on low patience. Might kill you soon. Oh no, looks like Yoshi's getting tired of playing detective. We surrendered already. Not sure what you want us to confess either. What, you'd like for us to confess we're your Divya or something? We hesitated, unsure if he was really clueless or not. That's when Rodeo confidently strode forward and pointed an accusatory finger at the Eurodivia captain. Yeah, Raptori? Is that your wife? I can't tell if you're serious or if you're, like, parasocial. Can't tell if tier 3 sub or actual husband or something. Like, you never know these days. Actual husband, she's 10 meters to me. Okay. Yeah, I was like, Well, you should tell her to play different games because gacha players are too stupid for the shit she's making. Because I don't think they can comprehend anything. The words she uses might be a bit too big, and she's not doing ADHD compilations, you laugh, you lose, so I don't think they're going to understand anything that's going on when she makes a video, you know? They need Subway Surfers on the side. Yeah, so we're detectives, basically, in this little side story, and we're trying to track down a guy who's stealing other people's time. Right, questioning time. You always hated this nest state of affairs, am I right? Must you really ask? You like inventing stuff and not registering them to the tech agency, don't you? Again, must you really inquire about something you could discern simply by looking around? Oh, mind if I take a gander at these inventions? Wait, don't go around touching... I see this. A hedgehog toy is a time bomb disguised as a plushie. It scans the palm as soon as it enters within a certain proximity range. If it doesn't recognize the palm as an authorized individual, it'll shoot out spines to penetrate the intruder. But you screwed the parts too tightly down here. You'll do well to remember that mechanical engineering isn't about tightening the screws as hard as you can. Sometimes you need a slightly loose screw or two to make things fit better. Another thing, if I were you, I would make the spine holes hexagon shaped, not circular. You can tell that from a quick look. You are certainly no common employee. Either way, most of these are experiments, incomplete products. In truth, you like making more dangerous, destructive inventions too, right? You really are a persistent one, aren't you? What are you getting at? And I'm sure these violent inventions eventually led to something that completely ripped someone's time away. Wait, what? The culprit behind the case of time-killing time. It's you guys, right? What do you do, isn't it? You see something that rubs you the wrong way and you go ahead and smash it to bits. That's a bit of a logical leap, isn't it? Who do you think we Eurodivia are? Sounds like this friend of yours in the Eurodivia really messed up big time in the past. Did he do something drastically violent? No, Sonia, he always knew how to say the right things to get people to agree with him, to convince them to join his cause. His words filled me with this confidence that we could really change the world. Yeah, she's like Russian. Basically part of, like, you know, Russian Revolution kind of shit. It could really change the world, that it was as effortless as letting candy slowly melt away in the mouth. Yeah, she was a communist, basically. Like, classic, like, Soviet Union kind of shit. But what could he possibly do to change the world? He doesn't even do anything, not like these guys. I bet the T-Corp Eurodivia are nothing more than knockoffs who just found themselves inspired by stories coming out of J-Corp. It's absolutely baffling how you failed to correctly deduce a single thing. No, we're not knockoffs. Besides, the Saint has already brought many changes to this world. Changes that you mere detectives can't even dream of. The Saint? Indeed, Saint Sonia was the one who really sparked the fire of the Eurodivia in every nest. Well, that's the only reason you call him the Saint, but that's besides the point. Eurodivia in every nest? Sonia did that? Since you claim to be Saint Sonia's friend, allow me to say it in no uncertain terms. The Eurodivia has nothing to do with your case. Sonia, we're supposed to take you at your word? First, I don't have this time-killing technology. We can steal time or time pieces, but it's practically impossible to kill time. Making something so absurd would surely catch the tech agency's attention. And that is trouble I'm not willing to invite. Why? You've clearly been causing a ruckus here. Isn't that what the Eurodivia wants? Chaos? Please, don't compare us to the likes of Backstreet's gangs. There were those among us who want the chaos, of course. One of our former members insisted we must take the abundance of time in T-Corp for ourselves and have our comrades divided equally among us. And such drastic action would surely also hurt the have-nots, those who do not deserve such pain. So we must adhere to the Saint's teachings. To truly tear out the throats of the rich, we must wait for the right moment. Bro, they're about to collab with Luigi or some shit in this game. The right moment. So it really was Sonia. I've been wondering, are you really the Saint's friend? Of course she is. He even invited her to join his journey. Why don't we leave for now? We can always come back here once we uncover more evidence. Dante says, let's leave for now. Are we not arresting them? Didn't one of you give me a whole lecture about how it's my job to arrest them? Well, it's not my job either. Rudia ignored the assistant's question and turned around to leave the hideout, wearing a dark expression, something I've never seen from her before. The assistant shrugged and we were about to leave the hideout as well, but the Eurodivia captain stopped us. Wait. If you really are a friend of the Saint, then I can't let you leave without giving you some advice as the more experienced detective. I was able to establish a few things for this conversation, so allow me to share them with you. Oh, right, you dabble in detective work from time to time as well, yes? It's a common thing that Eurodivia get up to? No, only Eurodivia branch in District 20 do. Anyway, if I were you, I would start by looking for a common thread that ties all the victims together. Find out what they have in common. Why? T-Corp Collections Agency knows everything about time, where it comes from, where it goes, but not with this case. But if they know everything about the comings and goings of time, how are they avoiding their eyes? Not all of us do. I can't tell you more, however. Just know that we have an ace up our sleeve that lets us continue our guerrilla activities in this nest. Anyways, does it not strike you as odd that for someone with such impressive technology that can quite literally rip away time without a trace, the killer seems unusually passive? This tells me there's a condition they must first meet to use their powers. Another possibility is they have a certain creed or a belief system they follow. But ideologically motivated culprits usually leave behind a more obvious evidence that points to their beliefs. Oh, I think it adds up quite nicely. Want to join our squad of ace detectives? Who the hell hired this bumbling team of amateur detective wannabes? Never mind. Now would you kindly leave this place? Well, we now know where the Eurodivia are. We can come back here if we ever need anything else. Sometimes when I peek in on Lakari's stream, I recognize some of the like gangs and groups. Like I think I saw Blade Lineage. Are there Blade Lineage people there? In Rona? I think there are. Like gang? Yeah. I think like random little like gangs and other stuff you recognize from that. Yeah, Bamboo Hatted Kim. Wait, was Bamboo Hatted Kim actually in Runa or something? Oh. Interesting. And Lakari's using it. That's cool. Man, Lakari's gonna get a real kick out of this game, bro. Wow, Runa's a really shameless copy of this game, bro. That's fucking pathetic, really. This is Wuthering Waves all over again. Fuck Runa. All my homies hate Runa. Oh yeah, Logers, you're right. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, that makes so much sense. I raided him once when he was fighting Kim. Yeah, can Project Moon sue Ruina? Well then, the Eurodivia is swearing up and down that they've got nothing to do with this case, and the Time Ripper is still at large. What now, ace detectives? But we don't have any other leads. The one we talked to just left the hideout, so why don't we follow him? You want to tail that Eurodivia? Well, it's not like arresting them when we pay off after all. I think it's a fair suggestion. Waste of time. We should torture them one by one until someone breaks. According to page 155 of Lady Agatha's book, an ace detective must always remain vigilant and not shy away from stakeouts. We're already on page 155? Don Quixote gave us this book so we can all become ace detectives. Woohoo! I've been reading it whenever I can. I've never played Runa. I'm down to try Runa at some point. The Eurodivia petty time thievery won't change the world. Is that what you're letting them go because it doesn't matter? Huh? No, not at all. It's the opposite, in fact. I want to see things change. Change? It said that the Eurodivia started from a small group of nobodies, but they kept at it, slowly but surely spreading through the city. I hear they've been causing some real trouble in the nest, and they find it difficult to get rid of them. Do you know what people have been saying here at T-Corp? Running low on time, but burning fuel full of frustration, then come join the Eurodivia? Unlike most people who accept injustice and move on, they don't. They refuse to turn a blind eye and confidently determined that they'll one day bring real change to the city. This guy agrees with them? That's surprising. It's only natural I find them extremely fascinating to witness. To what end do their desperate desires and aspirations lead? Nothing but impotent squirmings. I'm sorry. Do any of you even give a damn about solving the case? The case has a certain destructive aesthetic to it. I like it. I find my family's elders' words to see and experience as much of the world as I can before I return, because their words better be followed. Sounds excruciatingly bothersome. So many things this world presume that they deserve to call themselves family. Oh, I've never heard you talk like that, Ryoshu. Whatever you accomplish with such half-heartedness. Don't worry about it. Most people live with that very half-heartedness. It's been aeons since I really designed something with all my heart, you know? No, wait, how old is that guy? I'm not most people. The distance, loud, rapid footsteps broke through Rhodia's quiet whispers. I knew it, the culprit was a Eurodivy. Ah! They're here. We won't give them a slip this time. Let them get the slip this time. Okay, let's go. Maybe you'll catch them this time if you learn to breathe like Marisol, Roshu. Rhodia, Rhodia came to a sudden stop and looked at me. Stared at me from underneath the shadows cast over her eyes. Dante, do you think it would have been any different if I followed Sonia back at the casino? Why do you ask? I mean, it's just... watching Sonia's goals actually start to take shape while I stagnated, unchanging. It's making me feel... Rhodia hesitated. Odd. An odd impression. Time Ripper. The Unchanging. That was a reference to how Canto 2 was the worst Canto. Oh, that was an awesome reference to the worst Canto. The only one that's not that good. Oh my god. It's like, you guys know some of like shitty movie details? It's like, this is a reference to the fact that Rhodia was poorly written in the second Canto and made no sense. My husband was like, the second Canto is the only one that's kind of lame. I think every other one's good. You're late, clock. The two sinners had a head start, but it didn't take very long before they caught up to them and saw them quietly kneeling behind cover. We'll go ahead and draw their attention. We should be able to corner them in this direction. Since Roshi and Honglu are out there to draw the culprit out, we just have to do our part and capture them. Yeah. What's wrong, Rhodia? Just, every time I think about Sonia, I remember all the things that I couldn't do. That's all. Rhodia. Are we gonna have more development from her here than her own arc? Ah, nope, I'm not gonna let this drag me down. I just gotta do what I can, right? Wouldn't it be so nice if the culprit showed up right now so I can get my hands on him and get this over with? All this waiting around is getting so tedious. Hopefully I look like a real badass when I arrest him. You know, plock. Here's what I would say. Spam reroll to get her. And then save everything else for the collab. That's my recommendation. You certainly recover quick. Now that's a good attitude to have. Well, you know, ain't that how emotion's supposed to be? Constantly changing with time, you know? Is it now? I don't quite agree. Emotions don't change with time. I'd say a change in emotion is what drives the flow of time. Is this guy like secretly Giga OP? I feel like he probably is, even though he looks like a dumb fuck. That fucking hat. That's some complicated stuff. I just can't wait to hear all the praises they'll sing of me once I snag this Eurodivy rascal, that's all. You know, I want to be an ace detective. Then you shall have your chance. What the... Yeah, he looks like Inspector Gadget, you're right! That's what he looks like. A chance for you to be the center of attention, a subject of praise. That long coat, that hat, you're... Dante, the culprit's getting away! You're the Time Ripper. Correct. Okay, he looks pretty cool, actually. I like this guy. This isn't good. It'll take a while for Honglu and Roshi to get here. But before we get down to business, allow me to make a few corrections. 1. I'm no longer bound to an organization like the Eurodivy. In fact, I found their hypocrisy detestable. Do you know that even the Eurodivy did not use their hours equally amongst one another? That is why I've chosen action. 2. I'm not killing time. You will not compare my crusade to something so hollow. I merely reap the dying hours to share it among those who need it most. You may call me the Time Saint instead. What the hell are you talking about? Shut up and... All this is flying over your head, isn't it? You poor little thing, starved for even a morsel of praise. This is both a correction of your ignorance and our final warning. If you wish to capture me, no, us, then you must be prepared to pay the price in time. Is that an attempt at a threat? Do you seriously think you can scare me like that? Sure, you're the big scary time ripper, but I've got you all figured out. I know your patterns. There's something staying in your hand, isn't there? Whether it's your creed, some kind of design flaw in your tech, you can't touch my time. How do you like this Ace Detective's deductions, huh? Half right, but you've given me 2 more corrections to make. 1, I'm not the one killing time, it's you, and everyone like you who's killing time. 2, indeed, we cannot rip time away from just anyone, no, but I can take yours, because you at this very moment are mired in tedium. What? Just biding the time, aren't you? Waiting for something to happen, killing time. We're merely taking back the time that you would have killed anyway. This guy would literally kill me. I'd be fucked. Bro, why did you add this emote? This is just not a good idea to have an emote. Fuck the poll, dude. I'm just removing this, man. That is not happening. Hell no, dude. This is not a good emote to have around. Sorry. Swing that axe, you might carve a small chunk of our flesh, but we'll rip out a chunk of your existence. You'll stir awake when the clock strikes 4 in 50 years' time, having done nothing, having lived through nothing, all in the blink of an eye. Isn't this just cryostasis then? That's when it shall dawn on you, that despair. It'll all come rushing in like a flood, that disparity, the unfamiliarity of the time you killed. Every pain a reminder of every single second you've killed, thinking about how tedious it all is. You look scared. We like that look in your eyes. Rodia stood there, completely frozen. No one could stop the time ripper as he walked away from us. Not me, not Rodia. The culprit, where are they? I thought I could take them on, but when I came face to face with the ripper, How could you give them a slip? They threatened her. They were going to rip away her time. Oh no. And the ripper knew. They also knew how I felt, so never mind. Seemed to me Rodia decided not to say it out loud, but I knew the word she wanted to say was tedious. Pathetic. Unlike you, Ryoshu, my time is important. I'm not here to make those stupid pointless observations about the case. I didn't volunteer out of some weird obligation either, okay? I volunteered because I genuinely wanted to solve the case. I'm not like you, either of you. She's really, we didn't solve her problems, did we? She's a very proud individual. We did not solve her shit, did we? Briefly grew concerned that Ryoshu might swing her scabbard at Rodia, but I don't think she was listening anyway. How banal. Instead, she stood up, stared up at the clock tower in silence as her cigarette slowly burned its way to her lips. I guess that's a relief. Rodia, sorry, I think I'm just getting tired of wearing a silly smile. Yeah, we did not fix Rodia, bro. At all. I'm assuming there's only going to be one more fight in this place? Or what? Fuck, I didn't fucking get max rewards on that, or that. Ugh. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I was falling asleep and then I ate a bunch of cashews and now I'm feeling fine. Rodia was always the one to lift the team's mood when it's down, but the mood amongst us had grown so incredibly awkward and cold I was almost starting to feel a chill in my fingers. I guess this is what happens when Rodia's in a depressive mood. If we were back at the bus, or if Yisang or Gregor were here, they would have at least tried to do something to break the ice, but neither Ryoshu nor Honglu were the kind of people to be heavily affected by such a frosty mood, so we just trudged on with our investigation. Oh, it looks like the culprit got him in the middle of something. He knew the Ripper. How can you tell? By looking at his eyes, isn't it obvious? That look in his eyes, the kind of look that people have in their eyes when they're getting killed by a rat they know. He's not exactly dead, you know. This dead body looks kind of different from the last one we saw, though. Not a dead body either, but what is it? The culprit tore his scarf in half. Maybe they really disagree with his fashion choices. The Eurodivia must live like fools in the eyes of others, so they may see a path invisible to them. Rodia? Something Sonia once said, told me the scarf was a yoke to hide the great ambition, that those with such dreams must remain bound. What the fuck did she just say? I don't see you wearing that scarf. It's just not my style. Then chopping the scarf in half would mean that the killer is a former member of the Eurodivia. We should go back to the hideout and ask around. Sometime later. Damn it, the Ripper got our boss? Huh? You're asking if anyone quit recently? Well, it's not that they formally quit or anything, but there was someone who went completely off the grid. Someone wanted to steal the surplus time at T-Corp to share it equally among everyone? Yeah, I remember a ladder said something like that. When his younger brother died, he became a bit weird. Did anyone else want to go along with that plan? I'm sure there are some, but we shouldn't. We're the Eurodivia. We must bide our time until the saint gives us the word. Is that so? Where is he? No idea. Last I heard, he said something like, I'll always be watching you. Creepy, isn't it? But I suppose that means he's still hanging around somewhere within T-Corp's borders. Our boss one's gonna be back to normal, right? Always be watching, huh? Clock. I always burn a cig after a kill, but you're always smoking. Because it takes about 4 minutes for the cig to burn all the way through. Get to watch as the light of life slowly burns in their dying eyes. It really enhances the flavor. 4 minutes. I know that it takes exactly 4 minutes for the cigarette to burn away, but only 2 minutes have passed on that clock tower. We got slowed? Huh? That doesn't make sense. How could no one notice the clock tower was broken? This isn't a new development, by the way. From the moment our little game of detection started to this precise moment, the clock tower always measured only 2 minutes by the time I finished smoking. So we've been slowed the whole time? Oh no, we've been sped up 2 times. Right? Or the clock tower somehow got slowed. It's one of those. Didn't someone say it's because people have learned to be helpless? Oh yeah, he said, I've been waiting for someone to get finished for a while. Do you know how much pain it is to wait for something but also have too much time in your day? It's so tedious. Oh. Yeah, methinks it's a real bother. Standing guard here, all this stop and search, so tedious. Hey, assistant. What were the first 2 victims doing when the Ripper struck? Let's see, one of them was attacked while purchasing a 13-flavored lollipop candy, and the other one was reading a comic book starring a T-Corp inventor and his protagonist. I'd say it's a pretty fun read. Are there a lot of clock towers in T-Corp? A total of 12 in the entirety of T-Corp, but this one is just the general area. The Time Rippers struck only near this clock tower, didn't they? Right on, detective. What if they slowed down the clock tower and made everyone in the area feel that sense of extreme tedium? Tedium, I see, so that's what it was. He can only rip time from people who are bored. The clock tower. Should give me a nice view to blow smoke at. Oh, here's something I forgot to mention. You know you need actual evidence to make an arrest, right, detectives? Huh? You have to catch them in the act. Can't go around arresting people just because you feel like it, But that guy admitted! He fucking said everything! What do you mean? The guy literally is like, yes, I'm the one doing it. Like, come on! Yeah, look at him! He's like robot fucking crazy dude. Oh, we have to let them attack us or something just so we can catch them in the act? Don't you know he can literally rip the time out of you? Once I'm on stake, you might wake up weeks, months, or even years later. We don't even know if it's the kind of thing that Dante can rewind. Yes, it's all very tragic, but it's part of your responsibilities. Do you even care about catching the culprit? Or is learning how he rips time all you care about? Right on again, Ace Detective. I once thought there were no inventions in T-Corp that I didn't know their ins and outs about. You see, I have the intricate knowledge of the mechanism of every single machinery in existence within T-Corp. I even know the bizarre contraption your friend made back in the jail cell invented when he was here. I didn't want that invention to be beholden to the T-Corp patent agency. No, I wanted to watch as it spread throughout the city, which is why I didn't try very hard to stop him as he escaped through the back streets. It wasn't because I was lazy, mind. So to answer your question, no. Like in the case of the League of Nine Literatures, I don't care whether we catch the culprit or not. I'm just curious about the exact mechanism behind how he rips time. It's the nature of being an inventor. Wait, how old is this guy? Feels like this guy looks young as fuck, but is he like old as shit? Does Limbus have more text than Ruina? Probably in total, because it's a longer, like it has more, they keep adding story arcs, so it probably has more text. No? Okay, I'm gonna be real. This guy probably has half the text of Ruina. This dumb motherfucker right here probably has 50% of all of Ruina's text in his fucking voice lines. Because this dumb fuck never shuts up, this character, dude. Oh my god. He's constantly writing essays in the fucking chat box, dude. It's crazy. And then I'm trying to give him this like fast speaking personality, so I'm like Shiza, dude. Like, oh my god. Agreed. Why do they not have the Ryoshu ID that looks like that? How am I supposed to even get anything done with people like, excuse me, Mr. Assistant, I have something to ask you. Back when Marisol stood in the temporal scale gallows, didn't the machine beep very loudly? Oh, that reticent friend? Yes, it did. If you have intricate knowledge of the mechanisms of every single machinery in existence within T-Corp, then do you know why it malfunctioned? Wait, your Divya Roshu is actually like that? Oh. Of course. Why wasn't the gallows able to take 10 billion ons worth of time from Marisol? Was it really because it was broken? What are you talking about? It's statistically impossible for the machines of my design to have any faults, usually. Then the source of error must be Marisol or all of us, right? Not the machine? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You're not only looking at the part, but also acting the part of an ace detective. Could have fooled me. All credits go to Lady Agatha. She did say that one of the qualities of an ace detective is a mind of bottomless inquisitiveness, after all. Thought the condition of getting exempt from time taxes we had to catch the culprit. That was what I was thinking when the Class 5 auditor began speaking again, as if to address my concerns. I'm not saying it won't cooperate, of course. I may even devise a plan for you, though it might be somewhat simple. Now listen close. Yeah, Honglu actually... Okay, this is the first time Honglu's ever done something, by the way. So I'm pretty impressed. Literally the first time. Oh my god. Oh my god, thank you. I can actually use my... Fuck this shit, bro. Oh, fuck yeah, we're going in. Wait, what was it? How'd I get so far? Get time for Gregor. Whenever Gregor uses that move, dude. I fucking love Gregor now. Bro, Gregor was always a jobber, but now I love him. Dude, this fire team is so sick. I love this squad, bro. Oh, they're 4 levels higher. This team is so fun. So, will this really work? I guess it's barely a plan and more like something we came up with in the last 10 minutes, but still. Annoying. Let's hide. Dude, bro, you do not need evidence to convict someone who looks like this. I'm sorry, this is just like... Look at this motherfucker, bro. The fuck is that? He's either the president or the final boss. Like, are you kidding me? He has the most evil-ass look ever. Zahad, it's fine. That's racist? It's not even a race. It's like he just has like a suit on or part robot. Like he's still human. It's not even a race. Hi, I've been waiting for you. Did you just say hi to a Ripper? How intriguing. Not only did you know that I'd be coming here, but you also had the manners to extend your greetings. I see. You've been telling us this whole time. Of course. You were right under our noses all this time, weren't you? You're one of those fools playing pretend as a detective, aren't you? Killing time. You're right. Say, can you teach me how to make the most of my time? Give us your time and we might tell you. What, 30 hours? What is this, a bloody joke? That ain't enough. Just think about all those hours we've lost fleeing from these sods. Could have spent that time ripping more hours from others. I say it's only fair we take 300 hours from him. It's like talking to somebody else. Agreed, he's one of the Nest lackeys, working those filthy watch chains of T-Corp. He deserves it. If we let him go, we'll only bring further trouble. Let's show him what happens to those who oppose us. I'm gonna be real, 300 hours isn't even that much, right? Like... Okay, I mean, what? You lose, like, around 2 weeks? Like, yeah, less than 2 weeks? I don't know. Seconded. Let's try to extract the exact amount of hours that evenly splits into 12 pieces. Sod it, let's stab as deep as we can go. We don't want to repeat of the fat cat at the factory, do we? We're aiming straight for the center. We're not letting this bastard slip away with a gash of 100 hours. Silence, I'll decide the time. We'll stab as deep as we can to rip 1,000 hours from him. That should be enough time for us to happily share. Well, I suppose we're losing our sense of taste for the next 1,000 hours if we divide the burden of 1,000 hours equally among another. Yeah, I can roll with that. Huh. It's almost like there's multiple personalities in there, all taking turns to speak. Culprit wasn't the only one who suddenly began to behave strangely. Honglu did too. His face relaxed into a tranquil look, as though he was ready to let something go. Perhaps it was an expression of liberation. 1,000 hours? Will 1,000 hours have passed in the blink of an eye? Yes, and there will be no pain, only despair that awaits upon your awakening. I'm gonna be real, this doesn't even sound that bad. Do you even get older? I thought it like traps you, doesn't it? Then I like that. Rip my time away. He didn't mean that, did he? Time-tearing razor, is it? That's the core of the power that extracts time. There was no invention at all, but a distortion. Wow, this is highly fascinating. So this is the kind of power that distortion can grant. Powers that only one could have dreamed of. Is it not going to work on him? After a lengthy silence, as though the world itself has come to a grinding halt. Why can't we rip away your time? I see, everything went according to plan. It's all so same. Bro, this is the first time he's ever done anything in the whole fucking story. And he fucking's popping off in this, like, side story interlude. I blinked, but the world is just as familiar and changeless as ever. What? We walked right into a trap, you daft idiots, don't you understand? Detective, AOTS. Whew, that's a relief. Had me worried for a second there. About 30 minutes ago. Like I said earlier, the temporal scale gallows isn't broken. The error was caused by you. Your time and this applies to all 12 of you who are already bound to someone else's time. Someone else's time? Me? Oh. This caused a multi-reference error in the temporal scale gallows, which is supposed to hang your time. So what you're saying is, because we're living with Dante's time, the gallows couldn't hang our time? I had no idea. Oh yeah, they said that at the very beginning of the game, didn't they? Well, if that's news to us, there's really no way for the Time Ripper to know that either. So once the Time Ripper arrives and tries to rip away time from me, that's when Rhodey and Roshi can swoop in like the awesome people you are and arrest the culprit. That's how the trap came to be. But what if, and really, what if the Time Ripper managed to rip Hong Lu's time away? Don't worry, Dante. It's all gonna be okay. I wonder how long the racket would last if this news of a malfunctioning clock tower breaks. Wouldn't it be so entertaining to watch as people trust in the institution of the supposedly unerring clock tower crumbles? It's gonna be such a fun show. I'll try my best not to malfunction. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Hey, participation trophy. I really hate the sound of clocks. I don't know when it started, but I started associating this noise with a perpetual cycle of pain, like it's some premonition and a clock hand-shaped blade will one day cleave right through me. A blade of time, if you will. But your noise is a bit different. It's kind of like the noise that makes me dream of something new, something different, and it's not pain. Well, that's why I want to extend my gratitude. Not sure what he's extending his gratitude for, but can someone ask him to do something for me? Dante has a request. Right, request away. I think I've had enough experience to intuit when a big fight's about to break out. I'm getting that exact feeling when something's about to happen. So it's time for you to return the other sinners. Can't believe they actually kept us in prison the whole time, only let us out right before I caught the culprit. So how was it, manager? Adventure with just 3 sinners, or was it nice? It sucked, bro. I trust you've learned your lesson that my absence was deeply felt. I didn't even know you weren't there, Otis. I'm gonna be real. Who the hell is this? Does anyone know this character? Who? I'm aching all over just from sitting inside that jail cell. I don't ever want to go back to a place like that. Right. So is that Sod the Time Ripper or something? A distortion we must defeat. Alright. Let's kick this guy's ass. This guy's kind of cool, though. What's he do? Are you afraid? Punishment for time killers. Time accelerate. What the fuck? Huh? What is this song, dude? Damn. What the hell? It's kind of a banger. So you want to break the parts. EIM made this one? Well, didn't they make most of them? Okay, just one clash, just a little sanity as well. This doesn't seem that bad. Oh, Don Quixote only got her worst attacks. Okay, Fire Fist. Bro, Fire Fist Gregor doesn't give a fuck. Struggling, really? Neutral. Damn. Wait, this guy's actually kind of tough, though, all in all. Why does he get... Oh my... Plus 16 offense? Are the other cantos connected? Like, do I need to play the other cantos before watching you play this? This canto happens right after Canto 6. It doesn't have that much connection. But it could have like some form of spoilers potentially. So yeah. So this is body, that's body, that's body. Oh, well. Okay, Rodia's going for that. We'll just have everybody else throw their attacks in here. Let's go for this. Start beating him up. Gregor, you got this. Yeah, no way you lose this one, Gregor. Kick his ass. Kick his ass, Gregor! Oh, I wish he had the other move. Wow, we already have 11 burns on him. Okay, we're stacking. Oh, 19. Oh my god. He's going insane, bro. That was pretty good. Oh, are we gonna win all the... Oh, dude. Oh no, Roja. Wait, that didn't do anything. What the hell? He threw like 3 knives at me? That you sang a strong AF? Dude, he's fucking crazy. Let's ever go against this. It says whenever you destroy a body part, he has to repair it, but I've only been able to attack his body. Strange. Okay, Rodia kind of inted already. I don't have faith in that. Wait, this guy's tough as fuck. What the hell? He's weak to Wrath, I think. Or maybe not. No, it's just Gregor's fucking based. Never mind, I remember. This is going on Yi Sang. What does it do? Oh my god. So he's lost 25 times. Jesus Christ. It's really hard to clash. Wait, at 75%. Oh my god, dude. How do I beat this? This guy's strong as shit, dude. Wait, why is this guy so strong? Yeah, we finally found the one timeline where Gregor is based. I never thought I'd see the day. Is all this insane offense level? Like, how am I gonna deal with this though? I don't have... Wow, nobody blocks, they all counter and stuff. And I don't have a tank. Oh, I think I can evade against this. Nice. And then we just toss everything else in here, I think. I think this should work. This song is pretty damn good, honestly. Like, man. All the games that they make have really good music. Dude, we're stacking those burns. It's doing more damage than my characters. Is this guy strong against blunt or something? Dude, don't even try to fucking fight Gregor. Don't even. Oh, he rolled it. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. 9 bleed? Wait, double evasion? These base moves every 100. Oh my god. Wait, this guy's slow though. Click time relief entitlement. What? What the hell are these moves, dude? Gains 5 speed. 5 speed? Oh my fucking god. Unclashable. Oh. Wait, if something is unclashable, can you evade it? I've never tried, I'm just curious. Does that work? It does. Oh. Oh. Wait a sec. I never thought about it. You can't clash, but you can evade. Well, well, well. Is it back seating if you're seating in the back of your seat? Yeah, if you're sitting really far back in your chair right now, you're banned. Sorry, they're the rules. No, actually, I came up with that myself, guys. I don't know if someone thinks that I got back seated. I literally just was thinking, like, wait a minute. Wait, he went for Gregor? This guy's 6 speed. Only Don Quixote can clash. Like, can take... What are these moves, bro? Gregor does not... Gregor's like, fuck you. I just don't even care. Gregor gives 0 fucks, bro. Okay, Gregor's about to scream at them. Whoa, her dodge is insane. And it'll remove some of those burns. Fajin, hit him with all that stuff. Actually, that one's not Fajin. I think that's her weakest one. Alright, let's do this. $17 evade with burn, I know, right? Get him. Get his ass. Mamari! Ooh! Oh, those evades! She's insane. Triple evade, bro. Oh my god, Gregor! Oh my god! Bro, he did 223 damage. Oh my god, you're gone. Dude, quad wrath attacks. Time Killer's about to get killed. This is a pretty easy boss on real though. I mean, my team is really strong, but like... This guy's already dead. He has 81 burn. Ishmael finished him. Yeah, maybe I need Gregor screaming and that sound effect as a sound for my stream. Have you ever wept in such deep longing for that extra minute, that extra second you let slip through your fingers? No, not really. We wish that your heart would forever sleep, for every beat was but a painful reminder of the merciless march of time. I don't suppose you have, because you have plenty of time to spare. That the Time Ripper slips into the shimmering portal. A mirror dungeon of the Fathoms. It appears to be the same kind as the one we have seen before. Hey Dante, I've got a question. It just occurred to me the first time. Where do all the time that you use, where do they come from? Well, that's... Never gave thought to where the time I rewind comes from. All I knew is when I turn the clock, I rewind the time. WC. Yeah, who cares, I guess. Wish I could answer her, but it's not like I know how any of this works. Yoshi quickly shut us down with a brief summary of the circumstances. We didn't question it further. A mirror dungeon of the Fathoms. Let's go. Oh, whoa, whoa. Mirror dungeon time going. Bow, 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 bow. The final problem. Let's press the dungeon boss. Let's go. That going emote is so fucking good, dude. This is the culprit's Fathoms. 21 minutes. The time it took from the impact for you to hit the cobblestones. It's about time you quit that Eurodivier thing, brother. Barely have enough time to scrape by. Wasting our time building unregistered inventions just to annoy some time collectors doesn't do anything. Come on, brother. Dream like you used to, please. You always wanted to work for T-Corp Patents Agency, didn't you? We're just biding our time, waiting for the right moment, okay? And when that moment comes... We don't even know what that moment is. What if the moment comes after we're dead? Why would any of that matter if we're not here to see it? Take the grade 1 inventor certificate exam or something. Make a submission to the Inventions Expo. That's pretty hefty prize money for receiving the Inventor of the Year award, you know? Did you know that in other nests, everyone enjoys equal 24 hours? Just imagine for a second. What if we saved up a ton of money and moved to a different nest? Then maybe we'll get to live 24 hours a day too. I'll get a full night's rest and I'd still have half the day to spend. Wouldn't that be so wonderful? Dude, isn't it such a fucking weird-ass world they live in? They literally live in a world where you just get less time. It's very interesting. I was always full of excuses. For all my hatred of the system, I remained inert with my ignorance as a convenient shield and an excuse for inaction. I knew our lives would get better if I did get certified, but I always gave the same excuse. I don't have the time to take the test. One early morning, my brother came to speak to me. I'll lend you all about 2 hours of my time. That'll give you more than enough time to complete the exam. It ends around 2 p.m., right? I'll meet you in front of the clock tower then. You can give me back the time you borrowed here. Thus, I was given a single day of abundance. The sun still hadn't set when I finished the exam. I had a good feeling about all this too. Maybe I could start dreaming again, just like in that old comic book I used to read, to dream of becoming a professional inventor of all kinds of things. The car rolls in slowly. It's so slow that anyone could simply step out of the way. The driver's like us, someone who lives on 10-hour days. Or my brother can't get out of its way, because he doesn't have enough time. Hours already precariously stretched over a day, stretched even further. So you are slowly, so slowly, thrown into the air. Took him 21 minutes to hit the ground. I run as fast as I can within the time that's given to me, but I fail to reach him. I never could. Nothing's changed, no matter how much time I was shared. Because my life was spent in a rush, because it's entirely slipped through my fingers in the blink of an eye. Wandered aimlessly near the street, my brother drew his last breath. If only I could taste every flavor of this lollipop sooner. Man, I can't wait to read what happens next. Won't someone knock me out and wake me up when the next volume's out? The city. I can't wait for them to finally complete my portrait. I hope they capture the little upward flick at the tip of my mustache. It's supposed to look like a bird's wings, yes? It's so tedious waiting for it to be finished. It's still 3 in the afternoon. This is one long shift, one of the tedious busy work end. As too many people who so indifferently kill time. Our time will come just like the saint said. You know it's tedious, but everyone feels the same way. Stop pestering me about it, yeah? You think I'm happy with the small time stuff? I'm just as tired as you of punching these bloody collectors and running away. I was ignorant. I lacked the time. If only I had time they killed. If only my brother had the time they killed. He would still be alive. Yes, my brother was right. Can't wait for the moment that won't come. Now's the time for action. I'll find everyone so confident with killing their time. And I'll... Though a clock may look as though it turns evenly on the outside, the cogs that make up the clock work within each turn at disparate rates. Some living 44 hours days, some living 4-hour days. We are not like the Eurodivier. We know that we must take action. So that's what you've turned yourself into? Within me is a place where all may live in equal hours, our nest. A place for all who have felt the same pain. Your explanation failed to justify your time killing. Yet, I am not the time killer. It's the people of the city who have been slaughtering time. No one even took a moment to doubt the clock tower may have been broken. Instead, they stopped it, merely complaining that it was a slow day and they should just pass the time. Killing time. I saved the dying times from their wasteful clutches. Will you still claim that I am in the wrong? That guy would steal time from all of us, bro. Shit. What? Oh yeah, I forgot you to say go in. Time Ripper's Fathoms. A vending machine devoid of color. You know, out of all the places we've been in, this might be the most fucked place so far. I think this is the worst nest so far. This is like the most dystopic, terrible nest out of all of them so far that we've been to. This one's horrible. K-Corp is 100 times better? Well, as long as you don't have modifications. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's K-Corp, yeah. N-Corp is what I was thinking. Even N-Corp's probably better. Whoa, this is 4? I do blunt damage. For Greg and for, her. Like, that's insane. That's, like, fucking broken. And we'll buff up Ishmael a bit. Wow, okay, that's an insane start to this. What the hell? This is a weird-ass dungeon. Almost my whole team is blunt damage, I think. I'll just run this. Yeah, I know, it only works on the first and second. Well, guess what? She's blunt damage, he's blunt damage, and those are the two characters I wanted on. It's perfect. Wait, Dawn is Pierce? She's punching people! How the fuck is that Pierce, dude? That doesn't make any fucking sense. That's stupid as hell. How is that not? Fire hand? How does oh, and Gregor shooting a flamethrower, that's blunt damage. Bro, don't try, like, come on. That makes no sense, bro. Everyone's punching people, dude. My whole team is punching people, and they're all blunt except for Don Quixote. Yeah, oh, is this slash damage? It's just weird as hell, dude. Damn, that sucks that Don Quixote doesn't work with it. Yoshi has an ID with a skill called slash and it's blunt damage. That is pretty silly. Oh, wait, this is... Holy shit, how strong are these guys? He's 5 speed, huh? Oh boy. That seems pretty good. They really got some good songs going on here, you know? Oh, that's one-sided. Oh, yeah, it's 5 speed. Does this work? I can't stop this. Will I complete the second interval today? Probably not. And also, why would you tell me it has a crazy reveal? Why would I want to know that, man? Like, why would you tell me, bro? I don't want to know that. I just don't understand. Now I go into it with a predisposition. Probably didn't have to spend so much time on this fight. Whatever. Oh my god. Wait, this guy's dead. Oh my god, she's actually winning hard. It's just like, you know, it's not good to do that kind of stuff. You could just say it's like really cool or something, but like, you know. You know? It's just like... Because you don't have to convince me to play it. I'm playing this game either way, you know? Don Quixote, you got this. Yeah, your time's about to get killed for an hour or something, bro. Whoa. What? Holy shit. You know, the only other people that do blunt, he does blunt and these two do. I think she does slash, she does pierce, and he does slash as well. Yeah, rules are rules. Next time, don't do it. Can't really spoil much, but you know. And click them to check? Yeah, I don't want to. Oh. Oh! Dude, Firefist Gregor is crazy. He is higher level than stuff, to be fair, but I feel like Firefist Gregor is insane. His numbers are ridiculous. Rhodia does Pierce too? That doesn't even make sense. You know, it's actually kind of nice that my team has a mixture of everything. It's really nice having a mixture of damage types. Before, all I had was Pierce, except for Gregor, who is blunt. Gregor finally denies the jobber allegations. This is the best Gregor in the game, and it's not even close. Dude, this Gregor's crazy. This is the Gregor. I think they were tired of Gregor being the butt of everyone's joke because he was so ass. Tremor, sure. Get him, Greg. Oh my god. I have places to be. Fuck you, Gregor. Gregor! Even with the strongest ID, he's still griefing me, man. Never beating the jobber allegations. Oh, here it is. Bro, his damage on that. He's so strong, dude. Mamori. Like, no one even comes close to his damage. Oh, nice Ishmael. Pretty good damage there. Yi Sang does pretty good. Priest Gregor is good, but it takes forever to set up his nuke. Yeah, this guy just uses skill 3. He's about to do it again, too, bro. He doesn't give a fuck. Oh, never mind. That wasn't even skill 3. He has 2 Wrath skills. I like Burn Team, guys. It's cool. Burn Team is fun. Mamari. Don Quixote never lets me down. Huh. Glorp. We got this. Get him, Faust. Cool. Okay, this is all tremor shit, and I don't do any tremors, so that's cool. Oh! Ah, whatever. I didn't have any money anyways. Yeah, I have nothing anyways. I have no money. I mean, Priest Gregor is good, but he's nowhere near Fire Fist. Oh! Unfolded Time Rippers. Oh, he's gonna do this thing, huh? Bow, 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 bow. Wait, does this actually... Oh, so it's unclashable, but I can take it with somebody else. That's how this works? Ew. Tick. Tick and talk, huh? Probably not winning that one. Probably winning this one, though. Let's do this. Get owned. I have to be careful with Faust, though. Bro, ain't no way you're hitting me there. Get staggered, bitch. He has 6 speed now. That's fast as hell, huh? You miss anything? Not really. Oh, she's really slow. Mutilate. Dude, evasion is kind of crazy, guys. I'm kind of feeling like evasion is bonkers. It's the best out of the 3. The only problem is when it fails, like, sometimes defense could be better, you know? That's the only problem with it. Yeah, but when evade is just like crazy good though. I mean, I guess counter can be really good in some circumstances when you want to just kill, you know? You will never hit her, bro. Look at this scrub, dude. I can't clash with him, but he can't hit me. Yeah, that's really interesting strategy. I just, like, I've never actually had an encounter like this where I can't clash with him, basically, because he has so much offense power. But that offense power doesn't matter if I use evade. That's a very interesting, different way to play. I've never dealt with it, you know? Defensive die will become more important later on. Yeah, I could maybe see that. Wait, she doesn't die, right? Yeah, she's no burns. Boom, 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 boom. Beat this guy up. This is an easy clap fight, dude. This guy's rolled so hard. Mamari. Hodire. I'm not really sure how much better it is. I'm actually not entirely sure. I think it is a really good team though, Hodire, overall. I think it is like a top tier team though. That's what I believe. The style of music? Is this electro swing? I don't really know what this would be. We can just easily beat this guy now. This guy's a pretty easy fight. Oh my god. 4 coins. Bloody hell, this is really getting on my nerves. Oi! Quit hiding, yeah? Give us a proper view. Damn it, I hoped I wouldn't have to show my true form. Though we couldn't be sure if there were multiple personalities in the Ripper's head or is truly the voice of many. We did hear several voices of varying pitches echoing from all corners of the room. Time Ripper cornered, grabs the lapels of his long coat and... Oh? What? Those all brains? What the fuck? He's just holding brains in his hands. Oh, each attack has a different brain that you can destroy. Okay. $9 to 8. What is up with that? He has 30 sanity right now. Why? He has 55 offense power? Does that mean if he hits me, he's gonna nuke me? Yes. Huh. Well, that would suck. Okay, what am I misunderstanding here? If I'm faster than the evade, I don't have to care, right? I think. Unopposed? Oh, it's unclashable. You know what? Get rid of all of his attacks. Does Rhodia lose to this? Yeah, she does. I'll just throw 2 attacks at him then. Yeah, I'm 5 levels below. Well, except for Gregor. Gregor's actually not below. These brains are tanky. You would think brains would get wrecked really easily, but nope. You will never hit her, dude. Almost did. Wish I could use Bygone Days. What is this? Extraction? Wow, my burn team is very good against this guy, though. 7 speed? Okay. You ain't beating Gregor, bro. You went for the wrong person, dude. You are so clueless, it's pathetic. Okay, this is a problem, though. Punishment for time killers kind of sucks, because I cannot clash with that. He has 27 sanity. Wait, both of these are on him? Okay, what if I like... Wait, I thought that you got one of these per day. What the hell? Where are my uses? Shouldn't I have 2 by now? per week? It's capped at 1 use? Are you sure? I thought it was capped at 2. I'm pretty sure I had... Guys, I'm pretty sure I had 2 of these when I first used it. That was because first time? Oh. Well... Okay, this guy suddenly went from being a total chump to like OP as shit. I'm using it. This is annoying as shit, dude. Why does this guy have so much attack? Fucking offense. And yet Gregor can still contest. That's the crazy part. Mamori. What's the strongest ability? This one, easily dodge. This guy's a total chump without his offense level. Jesus Christ. How do I beat this? I guess I don't. I can't use an ego there. Okay, attack this thing that Ishmael is guarding against. Hey, this guy suddenly became way harder. I do no damage to these brains. No way this guy wins every coin flip. I have more sanity than you, fuck off. I have more sanity, fuck off. I only have a 5% chance to lose. Oh, you are so dumb. How dare you even try? Oh my god, rip one brain, dude. Well, that's not good. Oh my god. Ishmael is so fucking dead, bro. He has -1 brain, but I can hex nail, so she's not dead yet. And this guy's not very fast here. Oh, you know what? No, this guy's a bitch this turn. I say we fuck this guy up. Oh, what happened to all your offense level? Aww. Poor little guy lost all of his offense level. Aww. Poor little guy. Sure would be a shame if I absolutely fucking blasted you. Yeah, you spent all your time, bitch. Enjoy no sanity. Wait, what was that? She barely did anything. Oh. Irritating little tricks. Oh, I remember what you said earlier. It might be time to put that to use. But, I'm sorry, doesn't that use too much time? Drains too much time from all of us. Shush, my friends. Letting this drag on for any longer will cost us more in the long run. Long term. This attack will surely eliminate them. Think of how much time we'll save by taking care of them here and now. We shall share this burden of time together. Time killing time. So it's... he's attacking Rhodia. You know, I don't know how strong this is, but isn't this the only person he shouldn't attack? Oh, it's unclashable. Oh, if he went for an evasion character, I wonder if I can evade it. Wait. Isn't this brain about to get broken? Wait, no, but he uses it first. There's nothing I can do. It doesn't seem like it'll kill, though? I think Rhodia's okay. They recover shared time to their max values and get haste and attack power up next turn. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do? Wait, it says on use, consume 400 shared time, but they don't have that much shared time. No, this doesn't make sense. That had to work. More tricks, is it? Oh, okay. Because he can't steal our time. Oi, wait up. You took 5 hours from me earlier. What's up with you taking another 3 hours from me? You only took 2 from that sod. We'll settle this as soon as we deal with this present threat. Focus on the battle for now. Deal with the present threat when? In 3 hours? 4? The fight's been going on too bloody long. I understand. That's why we must all sacrifice our collective time to... Nope, I ain't giving you more than an hour of my time. Take more from the rest. I got the short end of the stick last time when the numbers didn't evenly divide by 12. Shut up about the last time. You're just an uneducated fool who doesn't even understand basic additions and subtractions. Boy, what the hell is that? Who said that? It's the new one, isn't it? Starting to fight each other. Oh, I get it. You're saying now's our chance, right? Okay, it didn't waste my moves, I don't think. Wait, no, did it? Oh, it used my moves! Cringe. Rhodia is still alive. Okay, Ishmael's at 11 HP. That's like... kinda lame. Unclashable. Oh. Nice unclashable move. Idiot. Dumbass. Bum 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 bum. We can blow up that brain. You saying can't beat the evade? This one's on Rhodia, but he can't evade this. Clayton Bigsby from Chappelle Show is trending? No, why? Wait, why is it trending? Huh? I don't understand. Okay. Clash with this guy. We Hex Nail, get to heal Ishmael so she doesn't die. Perfect. Heal's gonna be big. It doesn't do much damage, but definitely helps the team out a ton. Yay! 23 HP will save her, I think. This Intervalo came out when Penacony was released? Really? We broke a brain. -1 brain, bro. Wait, how'd that hit? What? Did he pull a sword out? What was that? Mutilate. That's a strong one, right? Not strong enough, though. How many burns does she have? Oh, she has none. Okay, we're chilling. Wait, I've never used Yisang's Crow's Eye View. I've never used it. We can do the impossible, guys. Drawn by flame. Which one is that? Oh, that's her. Eight HP Fishmail? Oh. I did against Dongrang? Did I? Uh-oh, Ishmael. I'm sorry. But as revenge, we're taking this guy with us. Okay, I didn't even use this during Dongrang's fight, I don't think. Did I? Oh no, wait, yeah, I did. You're right, you're right. I remember using that. No, Ishmael! Fishmail! No! You son of a bitch. How dare you do that to Fishmail? You sack of shit. You're fucking dead. We need more time. Should get rid of his fucking defense skill. You're dead now. I mean, I was gonna kill you either way, but now you're really dead. You're so fucking dead now. Mamori. Holy shit, that damage. Mamori. Easiest win of my life. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're so gone, dude. Damn, I didn't think this would take this long, guys. I'm like, I want to play some Monster Hunter tonight, too. Looks at the clock, it's been 8 hours. What the fuck? Wait, this guy's a total chump when he doesn't have all that additional bonus. Really? Dominating even now? Oh, because he's -12. What a loser. -1 brain. Another brain claimed. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. This guy is so dunzo, dude. Win rate, you're gone. See ya! Oh, get him! Get him, Don Quixote! Mamori! Did he run out of fuel? Can you get more fuel? I think you can, right? There's something you can do to get more, right? Oh, it's his counter. Yeah, I was like, I think there's some move he has. If only I had 10 more minutes. No, a minute. A few more seconds even. I could have changed so much more if only I had the time. Or so I thought once upon a time. So, what did you even try to change anything? Believe it or not, I'm the creator of every change you see around you. I know. What the burning question is, what changes, right? Because at the end of the day, this place becomes no different from other horrible nests. There's so much pain here, just like any other place or city. So listen up and listen close, because there's only one way to truly be free from suffering. Stopping time. Stop time? Persistent's expression turned bitter. He did not elaborate. Well, it's not like you could understand me, and the sinners were too busy keeping their eyes on the time ripper to relay my question. Like always, the LCA's Special Operations Unit arrived and discussed a few things with the employee. Labeled the time ripper a distortion with a complicated classification code. That's how the case of time killing time closed. But why, I'm so happy you finally caught the perpetrator. Oh hey, it's his portrait. Yay! Behold, my portrait is finally complete. Isn't it so wonderful? So slow, everyone. Let's stop being lazy and get to work. Yes, chop chop. What our assistant said much earlier was right. T-Corp did not change, not even a little. Why did you volunteer to be the bait for the Ripper, Honglu? I'll be honest, I was scared as hell the moment I began thinking about how my own time could just get ripped away from me. I just wanted to understand, because to me, the world was full of things I couldn't understand. Truth, I still understand so little of it. Why do people hang on so desperately to something like time, something so ephemeral? Yeah? But I know one thing. You understood the culprit, Roja. It wasn't just fear that held you back. There was fear. Different side of you felt like you could understand him. That's what stayed your hand. How do you know that? Watching you, Rodia, reminded me of when I did not resist when my siblings tried to kill me for the first time. I wasn't just scared. I felt as though I could understand them. When fear grows so extreme that it circles back to its origin, that moment is so precious and so beautiful. Alright, lads and lasses, gather around. Ooh! We'll be running a special feature on the people who played the biggest role in solving the case of the time-killing time. And for that, we'd like to get a little group photo. Would that be alright with you, ace detectives? What an auspicious day this is! What's the long face, Roja? Everything okay? I don't even know if I deserve to be in the picture. I didn't really get anything done out there, did I? But Rodia, we eventually captured the culprit, didn't we? It was only possible only because we worked together. Yeah, you also tanked that attack, you know, from the time killer. I'd say everyone did a great job out there. Roja, Honglu, Roshu, all three of you. Good work. You mean Honglu and Rosha? Oh, whoops, I read the wrong voice. I just cowered as soon as I came face to face with the culprit. I was ridiculous. Well, it is said that all great detectives are flanked by great assistants. Ha, that's funny. Is that what this Lady Agatha said? No, I just said it just now. I'm the one who's allowed to make that LF. Smile, detective. Ha ha ha. Right, we can huddle a little closer together? What right did I have to stop those struggling to change things, no matter how small, when I haven't done anything? See, I was the only one to hear her whispering. Right then, 1, 2, hold. Click. This fucking Don Quixote blur. What is that, Don Quixote too? Censor her face. La Crichara. Chief Executive Director, it's time. Ah, my. Thank you for letting me borrow your clothes. I made sure not to even get a speck of dust on it, so you don't have to worry about running through a washer. Chief Executive? Executive of what? Also, this guy must be rich as fuck because the whole outfit's colored. Chief Executive Director, when did he... It's been so long since I had a day this exciting. Thanks, participation trophy. I just like to experience how it is outside the company building from time to time, you know? Shouldn't he be thanking us for solving the case, not, you know... Let's see. Considering your rather competent command of the battlefield and that special ability of yours, maybe you could even snag the exceptional award. Actually no. Perhaps you would receive this distinctive award instead, since you can't explain the mechanism of your own powers. Your clock does seem quite special, but the time that flows through you doesn't seem very different from the concept of time I'm used to. Well, I don't have used any prize money or handout, but allow me to impart a little tip instead. Remember, when using the power of time comes with a cost. Always. It's something that's been a thorn in my side as well. Oh, and another thing I should thank you for. My dreams beginning to flow once again. On the day I ventured out to the edge and wished upon a star, I thought my dream to have ceased there, never to flow again. Wait. Isn't that what our character is trying to do? I would have wished for something completely different had I had a chance to wish again, but I believed my only chance spent. Star, I don't understand why, but a mere mention of it suddenly brought back the memories of the star I saw when I made the pact with the sinners. So, executive director, what does that mean? Like, how high up is that? I used to think the star could never be linked again, that I could never turn back time. Vile men like myself know when their dreams come to an end, when there's no path left for the dream to go. But I was wrong. There it was, something rewinding time right before my eyes in a way that I could not fathom. Well, it is my current hypothesis you cannot actually rewinding time, but a potential is a potential still. The CEO? This guy is the actual boss of T-Corp? Well, then... Okay, well then everything he said so far is bullshit. Because everything he said is, he's like, yeah, well, you know, there's suffering everywhere and like, you know, all this stuff. It's like, brother, you did all this. You fucking own the place. The fuck are you grandstanding about? If he's like the boss, he literally... What? Also, he's moving in our time. Yeah, I don't know. And that distortion that rips time is another proof of that I do not know all there is to know about time. Not yet. So my dream, once still as a lake, has become wild as a rushing river once again. He's really old too, I think. I wonder how old though. Your indifferent, unafraid attitude towards time, it also left me an impression. I think day after day about how uncaring the nature of time is, that it will continue to drift on and on and on, even after my death. And I think about how that's so terrifying. I'm afraid of death, yes, but I'm not interested in researching immortality. The flow of time is equivalent to constant change. Those that dare tread upon the road of illusion from death and annihilation shall soon find themselves before another wall of what they had sought to flee from in the first place. What must one do to stem the change when the nature of perpetual change itself is tied to an immutable thing like the flow of time? One must stop time itself, of course. Yes, indeed, therein lies the conundrum. Until time itself ceases to move, all change eventually becomes a great flow. I'm having trouble following your train of thought. Dante says they're having trouble following your train of thought. Apologies. Must have been thinking out loud. You must understand how someone forgets who they're talking to when the listener is nothing to say in response but intermittent ticks and talks. Suppose all that was probably too much for a manager of an upstart business to understand, yes? Does this conclude the business of 10 billion on time tax? You're all exempt. Can you imagine what would have happened if a case like this for you... Wait, if a case like this for you to solve didn't exist? Can you believe that you almost had to live the rest of your life stretching a measly 4 hours over an entire day? Unbelievable. A little nap and you would wake up whole days later. Well, it is if the 4-hour daily minimum time policy had even applied to you. Yes, that is difficult to believe, but I understand. Then, well, actually, I think we would have just left. I'm gonna be real, like, we would have just fucking ran. Oh, almost slipped my mind. Remember that purchase catalog Limbus company handed me? That monolith is in there really caught my eye. I'd like to purchase them, as many as you have in stock. The monolith? Virgilius just dots. Cheers, that's a sale made. It was really pricey too. Who knows, maybe we'll get you the commendation or whatever it is. Understood, your intent to purchase will be relayed. The monolith. What are you planning to do with? It's a secret. Things yet to be realized must remain shrouded in hearts under the starless sky. Let's go, Mai. Yes, Director Hubert. This company is growing increasingly bizarre, Miss Faust. Not only are we providing distortion management service, but also dipping our feet into the sales of artifacts like the monolith. I don't believe that the monoliths should be so easily bought or sold. I see them as something we must retrieve, not put up for sale. You do understand the ramifications of selling artifacts that could force a distortion, I trust? The world is aplenty with technology capable of maiming or slaughtering a fellow human. Not all those have started with intent to harm. In fact, most of them have begun as an altruistic project for the betterment of mankind. In other words, it depends. Do you really believe this to be a matter you can just brush aside with? Virgilius. You know my place, yours as well. You are aware you are not provided the luxury of choice. We'll both reach that each of us desire. That is a guarantee. Fine. That peculiar exchange between Faust and Virgilius, the bus sets off on another journey. Oh, you're framing it already? Ever since you returned to the bus, Roger was busily moving between the sinners, excitedly talking to them about whatever subject they were interested in. Quite, aha! Thus this achievement has been memorialized for all eternity to come. Do you intend to put it up for display? In her hands was the article we were featured in. Don Quixote dedicated considerable time and effort to meticulously ironing out the creases, coating it in a thin film and displaying it carefully in a frame. We could barely tell it was her due to the blurring, but she appeared so happy to be part of the photograph. Much do I desire to hang it all here for all to see, but this doth carry great meaning indeed, as my very first accomplishment. Thus shall I place it in my chamber for safekeeping. Boy, you're really stoked about a shaky picture yourself, huh? Don't be a buzzkill, darling. Chiquita's happy about it, and that's what matters, right? It matters not, for this signifier of our achievements. Yeah, our achievements, haha. Rudy was laughing and cheering along with her, as though nothing had happened. But it's never been so clear that this cheeriness was all an act, and I think that pained my heart. Dude, am I crazy, or does it feel like the next Canto is supposed to actually be Rojo, but it isn't? What's up with that? Yet I was powerless to do anything about it. The most I could do was clear the air and hopefully divert their attention to something else. Faust, can you ask Virgilius where you're headed next? Virgilius, Dante asks. At least when we're talking about our next destination, the past seems to become a blur even for a moment. It was the intent behind my question. Yes, I've come to realize it's about time the manager asked me for some information regarding our next destination. Luckily, I was right. The subject of our next destination was enough to divert the sinners' attention. They all felt silent in anticipation. Bro, where has half the cast been? My next destination. Too bad I got more than I bargained for. Is to a warp train, Dante. I didn't just clear the air. That statement alone caused a whole storm among the sinners. Yeah, I don't know anything about warp trains. What's the verdict on the Intervallo? I think it was decent. It was kind of fluff, but it had some interesting information in it and interesting thoughts. It expanded on Roja's character a bit, although it seems stupid that we didn't do something. We should have done something like that before Roja's arc. It's very odd.